sick. I gotta put a warning on. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Fatties Over 40.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, does this thing still work?
Hello? Are we here?
Hello?
Are we here?
Where's the apple juice?
I need some orange juice. I need some juice.
Jaus. That was a good one.
What's your name again?
I don't know
Who are you? I don't even know you.
I don't even know who I am anymore. Jesus.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Jonesy and Blanco. We're back finally after another fucking hiatus. Because I guess we really, our team can't get shit right.
I mean, I didn't tell you about everything, but I got my ass kicked last week. Like,
Bro.
It was just crazy.
No, I mean, the other reason why we didn't record last week is I was coming off my second week of surgery, and it just didn't work out right.
I mean, I was out of town. We couldn't have done it anyway.
Yeah, well, we could have, but it wouldn't have been as fun because
no. It would have been
being in
terrible.
the studio is way better. But
Yeah. You know, I didn't work last week. I was off all week.
really,
But like the octogenarian that I am now, I had a doctor's appointment every goddamn day to deal with these maladies that I'm trying to overcome right now. It's a lot of fucking fun.
I like that word,
It was not.
maladies.
It's
I
not
like
a
it.
lot of fucking fun.
Well, then the previous week was my problem because I had George cut out of my head, which
No, that was Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, that looks way better.
yeah,
That's way better.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah, I no longer have the fucking
Jesus.
here,
The
wait,
hunchback
where'd
of...
yeah, look at that, folks.
It's gone.
It's gone. He gone. He got evicted. He was not happy either. That sumbitch was bigger than what we realized it was going to be too.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to make me throw up.
No.
I'm
I'm just saying. Like, I'll just say this. He popped it out perfect.
That's good.
He cut like a pretty large flap of skin, to get it flat
out.
again.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Hey, do you want to see it?" And I was like, "Yes, absolutely." And then like, yeah. And then when it happened, he's like,
God.
"You really want to see it?" And I'm like, "Yes, bring me it." Yeah, it was awesome. I'm not gonna tell you what it looked like.
I don't want to know.
Close your ears.
I know. He's like, actually, I got the picture right
Oh, I do.
here.
I do actually. I do.
Please don't.
No, I'm not going to.
Please don't.
I'll put it in the post with no warning. No warning. It's just gonna flash on screen. It's like, "Hi, my name's George," and it's gonna go off. Which is also why, if you guys can tell, I have hair again because I can't shave my head right now.
How long you got till that?
I could probably do it now. I just gotta take my time, and I need help.
Around that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, stitches are out. Stitches came out just fine, and there's no issues with it. I just don't want to cause
Does it itch
fresh
like a
skin.
motherfucker?
No, it doesn't.
That's good.
And I will say this: the guy that did my thing, and I can't pronounce his name. I believe he may be like Indian, maybe.
Okay.
Amazing. The staff at KMC Dermatology or whatever they're called, very, very good people.
Okay.
The lady that was his assistant, when she came in, she was like, "I didn't realize it was that big," and I was like, "Yeah." She like over numbed it because she's like, "I've never been a part of one this big. I've been like little ones." She's like, "I've never been a part," because he came in. He was like, "How many syringes did you use?" She goes, 4? And he's like, "Oh, that's a lot." Okay. But I feel like I couldn't feel my head for like 3 days.
Nice.
Like right here, like she numbed that bitch up.
Well, it's good.
So
'Cause
well.
I'm sure it fucking would have hurt like a motherfucker. Yeah.
But I will say this, and maybe it's me, I don't know, maybe it's just skin on your head being weird. I had no issues whatsoever with pain.
Interesting.
And they didn't give me like narcotics or anything like that. I was taking Tylenol.
Okay.
That's it.
Nice. And it worked.
It did. Worked amazing.
That's good.
So I'm going to go get the other 4 of them cut. out because it didn't cost me as much as I thought it was going to either. I still don't like the healthcare system in the United States,
Boy.
which we've talked about that. Everybody knows that, but
Yeah, we can talk about that here too later on.
the price of it was not as bad as what I thought it was going to be.
It's good.
So deductible comes out, starts over, first of the year. I'm going to go schedule another consult in January, probably get it done in February. So my deductible is going to be paid for all next year. So if I'm out a day or two, I'm getting shit done. The octogenarian generation that we are.
Dude,
we're
it's
getting
got to
there.
happen. It's weird. I'm like, Jesus, I did not plan. I was really going to just relax.
Yeah,
Like, we're out
yeah.
of town for part of it. It's supposed to be fun. And no.
Nah, player.
No.
Nah.
It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Let's
All
talk
right,
about
well,
something fun.
That was fun. But, yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about, do you want to do your drink first or want to do the try first?
Well, this is all part of it. So our spirit today is a local spirit, which I'm in love with. This is from Union Horse Distilling Company.
Where's that out of?
That's in Lenexa.
There
It
you
is
go.
the only distillery in Kansas. So
Their spirits are actually really
they're
good.
fantastic.
I've
You
had
gotta
a
go.
few different ones. I haven't actually tried this raw yet.
Shit.
Because the other drink we made is a Manhattan that's made with this.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a rye with, go ahead, I'll let you explain what it is.
This is Reunion Rye is the name of it. It is the first that I've ever had that is 100% rye. Normally it's got to be 51%, and normally it's pretty close to that. That's just what they put in there, just enough, and that's it. And I'm a big fan of rye, like Michter's I've talked about before. Love Michter's. I used to make Manhattans with that all the time. Then I had this.
Well, is this, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not a bourbon or whiskey or anything like that kind of sort, but this is all one batch. It's not mixed batches,
Correct. It is one batch.
Because
There's-
doesn't that happen with rye whiskey a lot? Is they mix a
right,
bunch of
because it'll be the 51% of the
Yes.
rye, and then you'll have the corn mash and the
Yes.
no, there's none of that. There's
Okay.
no corn in this.
Okay.
There's no. It's just rye. I mean, barley. We don't have any of that shit. This is just 100% rye whiskey. So when you smell it, it's kind of a. It's got a little alcohol-y smell, but
a little bit.
a little sweetness to it as
It
well.
does. I wish we had a piece of chocolate. Simmons, you fucker.
It does change it. It's got heat on the back end, but on the front end, it is extremely mild to me. Like, I can't even feel it when you first taste it.
No, but once it starts going down,
And then it starts to warm,
Yep.
slowly warm you as it goes down.
that's really good. I'm not a big rye whiskey person, and I would say that's probably one of the best ones I've had. It's very smooth. Bro, that's good.
It's got the bite, but it's not an overwhelming bite.
No, there you
which
can feel the
is-
rush. You
Uh-huh.
absolutely feel the rush of whiskey,
Mhm.
but it's not a bad rush. That's a good rush. I like it.
Ah, I love it. That is so good.
Might have to go buy a bottle of that for the bar.
So that is the base of the cocktail we did, which said it's a Manhattan. The Manhattan is simply whiskey. A lot of times they do bourbon, but this is my new favorite because I love rye. You do 2 ounces of that. You do an ounce of sweet vermouth and a couple dashes of bitters. Stir it up. Garnish it with a cherry. Get the Luxardo cherries, guys. They're expensive, but they make all the difference in the world. They're fantastic. That's it. So when the whiskey itself is pretty smooth, then you put this with it, and it's way smoother.
Bro, that's delicious. That Manhattan's really good. Like, I'm not a Manhattan guy, and I think this is actually the first one I've ever had. Like, you may have made me one before, but I didn't realize it. But for Blanco's cocktails, that's a solid 4.5.
Nice.
That's a solid 4.5 for me.
I'm with you because this is my
It's
my
really
favorite drink
good.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I love these. When we're out, I tend to get one of these.
I'm not mad at you. Like, I don't typically get drinks like this, but I might have to start doing that because that actually is really good. Although, I'm gonna have to be like, I'm gonna have to specify, like, I need some rye whiskey in that bitch because this does taste really good.
Dude, rye in these is so good. Like, I know a lot of people love just regular bourbon. Fuck that, dude. Rye whiskey is
No, I like it.
Manhattan.
Well played, sir. Way to bring us back. Way to bring us back. I like it.
Welcome back. Damn, these are good too.
Yeah, they are.
I wish I'd made a couple more Manhattans for us.
I was gonna say, like, we should have got them in the big glasses.
We
Should have just doubled them up.
Couple doubles.
Yeah, couple doubles. Doubles.
Sorry, I got a bottle of rye right there. We'll be fine.
Okay.
We don't need a backup. Not today.
I got a little Coke with me, too, if I need to cut it just a little bit. I got more ice, too. I brought the ice with us. So.
Ooh. Then had a little coffee afterwards. Then it really made my mouth hot.
Is that a new one? Is that a new one? A little fresh, warm coffee mixed with a Manhattan?
A little chaser. Little coffee chaser action.
Make you a drop-in shot with a Manhattan?
Dude, it really does. Next time I have a sore throat, I'm going to do this combination because that feels pretty good. Loosen up the vocal cords.
Dr. Blanco here.
We haven't had a show in forever. I needed to do something to get the voice ready to go.
Is this a show?
Warm it up.
Are we on a show?
I don't even know what the fuck we're doing.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
How did we get here?
That's a great question. That is a great fucking question.
Somebody in the audience, let us know. How did we get here? Team Bad Life Decisions, I think.
Oh.
Right? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Vice President, President, we CEO, CFO, whatever you want to call it.
We go back and forth.
We're co-presidents. That's why we are the tag team champions of the world. Sorry, that was loud.
Suck it. And that's how this show is going to begin. Yeah. I love it, man. Feels good. Feels right.
I'm not going to call you Brian, though.
No.
Can't disrespect you like that.
It's so Brian.
Feels good, feels right.
Being so Brian right now. Fucking Brian.
All right. Do you want to kick into our first news story of the day?
Oh, God, yes. Let's talk about dumb kids, because dumb kids are the best thing to talk about.
So, for those of you who out there who don't realize this generation is stuck in social media. And we have the Tide Pod kids from, 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
We had that challenge of lighting, what was it?
Hand sanitizer?
Yes. Where they get in the shower, and they'd put that on themselves, and then they would light it, and then try to put it out quickly with the shower, because, hand sanitizer has alcohol in it, folks. This is during pandemic. This is pandemic shit.
Jesus Christ.
So now we have a new one. The risky TikTok sleep trend has zero legitimate science, sleep experts say. Here's the article from...
It's from the HuffPost.
Huffington Post.
And so basically what TikTokers are doing is to stop snoring, they just put a piece of tape over their mouth. And they say that will keep you from snoring. It'll keep you from grinding your teeth, keep you from clenching your jaw. They're saying it's pretty much a cure-all. It's not. I mean, I'm going to come to the end of the chase on that one.
If this was a cure-all, this would have been doing it since they invented Scotch tape.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Or duct tape. Just put some duct tape on
100 mile an hour tape? Absolutely. Absolutely.
No problems at all.
I mean, if that was the case, my parents, our house would have been quiet at night. Because those motherfuckers, it was like lumberjacks going off in the forest.
You're like, what the fuck is happening?
Why are there, I'm like 6 years old. Why are there bears in the house? Nope, folks, that's mom and dad snoring.
What? Why?
So let's just think about this logically for a minute. If you put tape over your mouth, and your body doesn't have a way to breathe, and your nose gets clogged, what happens?
Yeah.
You kind of die.
For people like me that have allergies and congestion pretty much constantly in their sinuses, I would literally die. I would not be able to breathe, and I would kill myself at night if I did that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't tape your like they have those little nasal strips where they pull your nose out. That's smart.
That's fine.
Because you're expanding, not contracting.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
We
folks.
never want to make it harder to breathe.
No, make it easier.
Always easier.
I mean, if you really need some, don't do this. Shove a straw up your nose or something. Look like a sea turtle or something. That might help them breathe. I don't know. Don't do that though. I'm
you
just
gonna put a trank in your nose?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not a tracheotomy, sir. That's dead here. No. Hey, here.
No, it's in my fucking nose.
Right here. Let's get Jeff. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It's fine. Just let me do this.
Just don't do that.
I don't understand. I mean, they've got to be just fucking around, right? It's
No,
not real. It's a joke for anybody watching.
This is the thing is like, I think it starts out as a joke and as a parody, and then these dipshit kids who think that they know everything and are already smarter than the smartest people in the world are like, hey, yeah, this might actually be legit. And they're like, hey, Susie, or Angela, have you guys heard about this? Or, hey, Brian, have you heard about this new trend? You guys should try it. I think it works.
Chad.
Hey, Chad. Chad, you should take your multiple shirts off with your fucking popped collars and your upside... Oh, sorry. That was our generation. With your upside down fucking visor on. Fucking
Upside down and backwards?
Yes.
Yeah, I may have done that before.
It was done as a joke, though. Because I know this.
I never popped my collar, though. I did never do that.
Yeah, we did. We did that in high school a few times just to be dipshits, though. It was
Oh,
never.
we might
It was
yeah,
never.
we
A,
might have
it was
just
never a. We look cool.
It's
This
probably
was
more to make fun of somebody
that's
else.
what I was like,
Like,
yeah.
Hey, you look like a fucking dipshit, dummy. You put your
Yeah.
fucking collar down.
Put your fucking collar down, you ass clown.
Dumb shit. Jesus. People are fucking
So
stupid.
don't do that. Don't tape your mouth shut.
No.
Don't do that, please.
Please don't do that. It's a bad idea.
I mean, I don't think any of our listeners are of the age group that does that shit, except for maybe my niece and nephew, and I don't know if anybody of their friends listens to us. If you guys do, thank you. By the way, just don't do the stupid shit.
Yeah, we need you, so don't die.
Yeah.
Please,
I mean,
don't put tape over your mouth and die.
if you lasted through chewing Tide Pods, maybe
Yeah.
maybe this generation is a little bit more resilient than we realize. I mean, I know as kids, and I get and understand this, we did some dumb shit.
Oh, yeah.
But guess what? It never went viral because we didn't have a way for it to go viral, and that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because now we can go, we didn't do that.
You don't got no video evidence of me doing that shit. Mm-mm. No, sir. Prove it, motherfucker.
I mean,
Can't.
I feel like the most ridiculous shit we did was when Eminem came out and we dyed our hairs blonde.
Yeah.
That was about the extent of it, and that was pretty dumb.
We were pretty dumb.
It was fun.
But I mean, we already had like buzz cuts at the time. That was already kind of popular.
yeah.
We just took the next step of dyeing the motherfucker.
And it was during the summer. We didn't even go to school like that.
Hey, nobody give a shit.
It was fun.
It was
because-
just for fun.
Yeah, it was for fun. Until my mom made me shave cut it off before senior pictures, and it made me mad because I wanted blonde hair in my senior pictures. She's like, "Nope." I'm like, "Fine.
I'll have a bald head.
I'll have a no." She let me have a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Just a little buzz cut.
yeah.
Grow it out a little bit.
You know, because back in the day, this part right here used to be left long.
Yeah, we put like a
'Cause we were
one on
retarded,
it. We
yeah.
do like a one, no guard, just a one, just
Yeah.
to give it a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily bad.
No, it looked good. We all looked good back then. I think we did.
I thought it was fine.
I mean,
we never had fucking hat hair.
that's true.
Never had a bad hair day.
That's 100% accurate. That's 100% accurate.
We don't
right
come in
there.
here with this fucking alfalfa shit sticking up. No, there's none of that.
Looking like you're homeless and you just got out of bed from the tent. I just rolled out from the tent with my shopping cart in it. Like, you look homeless today. But like, yep.
Or
I know.
what's even better is when kids have long hair now. It's like, for some reason, it comes all the way down their forehead and almost covers their eyes. I'm like, what are you
The
doing?
Justin Bieber look that's
What the
still
fuck are we
around for
doing?
no
Stop.
reason.
Stop. You can't see.
That or you look like a fucking alpaca with your hair poofed up. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here, folks?
That's kind of fun. I'm okay with that one. I just don't want it in your eyes. Because I got to drive on the same road as you, and I want you to be able to fucking see me. So let's make sure we can see each other.
Looking like you got ramen noodles on your head and shit like Justin Timberlake from 1999 or 98, whatever it
My
was.
nephew did that not too long ago.
Did he really?
Yeah, he had the hair on top, and he always has it kind of going forward. But then he got a perm. Oh, yeah.
And I'm not talking about the
Glorious.
people that have like waves and shit like that. No, I'm literally talking about those dipshit little blonde-headed fucker kids that get perms in their head
Right.
that look like fucking they have a pack of ramen noodles on their forehead.
If you're natural, if you got natural curly hair,
That's one
fucking
thing.
rock it.
That's
Fine.
one thing.
Nobody cares.
Rock the fro and be done with it.
Yeah, do it.
Nobody. I think that's pretty sweet, actually, because I couldn't do that. I could never do that. Like if I'd had like curly hair like that, dude, I'd had a fro all the time.
Oh, dude. Let your soul glow.
Yes. Yes. I'm jealous of those people, man. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I had hair anyway, but you know, I don't have hair.
Step one, get hair.
There you go. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen they have videos like just floating around like those guys that get, I guess they'd be called toupees, where they go in and they put that plastic sheet over their head and it like sinks down and then they
spray paint that shit?
yeah. Well, no, not the spray. I want spray paint.
You want the-
That's
you want
fucking weird.
powder?
Like I want like the real like where they make hair for you.
Like, you want to go to Bosley?
Yeah, yeah. Where they put this little plastic sheet over and it comes down here and they like mark it out for you, and then they like tape it up, and like they actually make you like a wig for a man, and I'm like, and then they tape it on, like it gets like, glued down.
Yeah.
It's not glue, but it's like it gets taped down on your bald head, and I'm like, I wonder what I'd look like with hair.
With a toupee.
Yeah, I wonder what I would look like, and then I'm like, that's too much work.
Right.
And way too expensive.
You know what's easier?
No thanks.
Shaving your head.
Yeah, that's what Once every couple of years, I spend $100 on a shaver and new blades, and I go, I'm rocking a new one. Which is what I really need to do. My beard's out of control too right now.
Oh, your beard looks fine. It's fine.
It's out of control.
It's way. I've seen it out of control. This is not.
That's
out of
valid.
Control.
Yeah, that's valid.
Motherfucker, you've come in here looking like ZZ Top before, and I'm like, good God, man, what the fuck?
Bro, if I could be like that all the time, like I'd be Duck Dynasty, dude. I wouldn't even give a shit. The only thing that bothers me is when I eat, I gotta keep all this trimmed because I hate that
That's
shit.
the worst.
Fucking hate it.
And it'll dry out your lips too.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah, bad.
especially right after you trim it. Then it's like trying to suck all the moisture out of your lip, and you're like, motherfucking bitch. I hate that shit.
Yes.
That shit's fucking annoying. Like a gnat.
It's annoying, like a gnat at a barbecue. Yeah.
Fucking annoying. Released the playoffs already?
Adam Schefter has it up, and you have a little article about him there somewhere about being sneaky for the other part. But it would appear that the 4 teams that are getting buys are Arizona State, Oregon, Boise State, and Georgia, which I did call yesterday.
I'm okay with that.
Holy shit. Thank God. If this is real, there is a God.
So no Alabama?
No Alabama, motherfuckers! Yes! Fuck your roll tide, you bitches. Clemson's in, which we knew that because they won. They're the number 12 team. Texas at 6, I'm okay with that. Tennessee's in, Ohio State's in. I'm glad they put SMU in. I'm glad they put them in.
SMU deserved to be in.
I don't believe that Indiana deserved to be in, but I'm okay with that. And then Notre Dame. And I'm glad that Boise State got the bye.
And how the fuck does Notre Dame get a home game in this?
They shouldn't.
No.
Because they're not a conference champion.
If you're not in a fucking conference and you're not a conference champion, then you sit your ass out and you go to somebody else's fucking house. That's fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Sorry, that makes me a little angry.
We'll get to that here in a little bit. It means I need to go buy a new Boise State hoodie. I've been wanting to buy one anyway, so now I'm gonna look like a bandwagon fan, even though I am not.
You think that running back will last till pick 31?
No.
Damn.
I really want him to, but at the same time, Kansas City needs to figure out their offensive line before they get any other help, which we'll talk about that too.
Honestly, yeah. Well, I think we're in good shape there for now.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see later on. But
if Humphreys does what I think he's going to do, we're fine.
Yeah, and you can lock him up for another 3 years.
And then you can switch Morris or however you say his name to the right side because I think they'll be fine on the right side.
Or you can just make him a guard. I think he's gonna be a guard. He'll be fine as a guard.
Morris.
Yeah.
Isn't that where he started out at anyway?
No, he was a tackle.
Was he a tackle at Florida State?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's where he came from. So, and the other dude is a project. And I'm okay with project tackles. Just not right now while we're in the middle of a 3-peat trap.
Yeah.
I applaud the effort, and I know that Andy loves BYU kids, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
And that's a big sumbitch. That big dude.
He's just raw. Lineman.
Yeah, he's just raw. I'm okay with that.
Well, he's got time.
Absolutely.
We got a real one in there now.
Absolutely.
He can grow.
Absolutely.
It'll be fine.
And he's going to learn.
Yes.
He's going to learn from someone
who's better than him.
Yeah. And who knows what they're doing. Can show him footwork.
Yeah.
And who's not Wanye Morris, who's hurt. And that sucks. But
I need to bring cheating ass Willie Roaf back.
Bro,
why
did I tell somebody that the other day? We were talking about that at lunch the other day, and I was like, bro, we really need a cheating ass Willie Roaf tackle right now.
We do.
Like right now.
Yeah. What's Willie doing? Can he do it?
Can he come in
his
and
back
help?
is shot.
Oh yeah, he's
talked about how he's been done. All right, what's up next, man? Oh yeah, here we go.
Wanna go with that one?
Yeah, because this is something we've talked about a bit before. This is from the LA Times. It says, "Are you tracking your health with a device? Here's what could happen to your data." And basically, we talked about this not too long ago. or I should say a few shows ago, that was a while ago, but how smart TVs and all smart devices are pretty much listening to you constantly. It's even worse when you're giving your personal health data away, and that's what we're dealing with right here.
So I can tell you, I have a smartwatch.
We both
so does
do.
he. I use the what is it, the Android health app or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it plainly as day says on there, your stuff is sent to them. You don't have a choice. If you want to use this, your name doesn't go in it, but all your data goes in there. All your weight loss, all your step tracking, everything that you do, including your location, all that kind of stuff, it goes in there. And if you want to use the app, you have to agree to that.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
It does suck.
But
because
it's what it is.
they already know your habits from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep, how long you're asleep,
They don't know mine.
where you're sleeping.
They don't know mine. I take my shit off at night. I don't leave it on.
Yeah, but your phone's here. They know you're here. They know you're here for X amount of time.
But they don't know that I'm sleeping.
Fair. They don't know
I'll
that.
catch them. I'll catch those motherfuckers.
Those motherfuckers
No, I know, yeah. Yeah,
everything
it's crazy.
about your life
It's
now.
great, yeah.
And like we've all just kind of said,
I
fine.
love how like back in
What?
the 80s, everybody was concerned about Big Brother. I mean, Orson Welles, 1984, is a prime example of what was potentially going to happen. Big Brother.
yeah.
That's what it was. And now, everybody's like, oh no, we don't want cameras, we don't want cameras. And somebody somewhere was like, cool, guess what we're going to do? We're going to put a tracker on. In one form or another, whether you realize the tracker there is not. Because whether you share your location or not, that's cool. If you don't, nobody can find your phone technically. But your phone bounces off of everything.
Yes.
So
Every
guess
time
what
you
they
pass a
know?
tower, it pings it.
Guess what they know? They know where your location is.
Yeah. They can triangulate it and know exactly where you're at.
Because if
at
you,
any point
unless
in
your
time.
phone is on airplane mode with no cell service to it, you know what? Everybody knows exactly where you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
And companies sell your data at an alarming rate. Because I guarantee you, by the time we're done filming this show, because both of our computers on, the internet is up, we have microphones going.
Uh-huh.
We will get several ads about dumb shit,
Oh,
like
yeah.
health ads. We might even get whiskey ads about Union Horse up here.
I bet. Before we're even done with the show, I bet
kinda-
you're going to get some fucking whiskey.
I kind of hope I do.
I'm not gonna lie.
New? Oh yeah.
So you're a fan of the targeted ads then?
No,
Everything they
I am
try
not.
to sell
I
you,
fucking
you're
hate
like,
it. No, fucking hate that shit. Like, leave me alone. Like, if I want to buy something, I'm gonna buy something. But don't fucking put it in front of my face when I talk about it, and then on Facebook, oh, hey, look at this pop-up ad. Fuck you.
dude,
Stop it.
I made a mistake of buying, I got more socks. I'm a Bombas guy. I love the Bombas
I
socks.
thought you were. I'm not mad at you for that, because that's actually a pretty solid company.
They're just so comfortable.
Are they delicious? 'Cause you
No,
almost said that.
I was gonna say they're delightful,
You-
and I was like, I didn't want to say delightful. That sounded weird for a sock.
I thought
but-
you were going delicious and be like, how's a sock delicious?
No. It's super comfortable and actually lasts forever. I got 2 packs back, I think at the beginning of the pandemic.
Huh?
I still have those.
Well, they're also the company that, however, like if you buy a pack of socks or a pair of socks, like they send
They
socks out
donate.
to the homeless.
Yeah,
don't
so
they?
no matter how many stuff I buy, a 5-pack,
Yeah,
5 pairs of socks are going to homeless people.
I'm good with that.
I'm like,
I'm good with
okay.
it.
But not only is it a quality product that I like to wear, you're giving back to, that's fine. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
So I bought socks. Every ad. I got on Facebook.
Sock.
Every
sock.
ad was just
you need some
Bombas
socks?
over and over
Do you need
again. I'm
some
like,
socks?
seriously?
Socks.
I'm like,
You get socks!
I
You
bought some.
get socks!
I don't need more, guys. What the fuck are we doing?
Just bought some. Leave me alone. Shit. Leave me alone.
Fucking shit's annoying. It's so annoying.
So, I don't know if we talked about it on the show, but you know that Walmart bought Vizio?
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
And guess what Vizio is?
How long ago was that?
A couple months. Walmart will be
Jesus.
carrying them pretty much exclusively. I mean, they're still obviously going to be in other places. But Walmart has a plan for targeting ads.
Oh, yeah.
And how do they do it? But the microphone on your fucking TV, because all the TVs now are smart enough and voice recognition happens. So when you start asking about something, it's going to go, hey, send a targeted ad to this house.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I didn't put this story in there, but who is it? Jesus, I don't want to fucking get it wrong. But there is a major corporation. I want to say maybe GE. I don't know. Somebody that makes electronics.
Mhm.
No, maybe it's Sony. I think it's Sony. They have the patent right now for targeted ads,
Oh,
like
yeah,
on
yeah,
the TV.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And they haven't used
Yes.
it yet.
Yes, I know.
And
Yes.
so I'm hoping
Yes,
that they bought
I have
it
seen
to
that.
kill it because
Or to hold it long enough to where it goes away type
right,
thing.
because it's one of
Yes.
those where it'll like pull it up and it'll be like, you have to say McDonald's before this McDonald's commercial will get off your screen.
Yes.
I am not getting held hostage
Yes.
by what I'm trying to watch.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You want to see some people lose their goddamn minds? Well, start doing that shit.
Think about it. And the only reason why this makes me think about it is like the movie Idiocracy. Targeted ads all over that.
Exactly
It's
what
exactly
it
like that.
is.
Or in, which I don't know if you've ever seen this movie, but if you haven't, it's actually pretty solid for nostalgia purposes. But the movie Ready Player One,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
where the Iodine or IoCorp or whatever, IOI or whatever the fuck it's called, like they're literally trying to buy the Oasis to fill your screen with 80% of your screen filled with that.
Yeah.
Like that's what I feel like this
And
is
you're like,
happening.
what the fuck,
Yeah.
guys?
Yes.
Leave us alone.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, man.
It is
A
scary.
little bleak. It's like, I don't want to go to that world. That world sucks.
But
we made movies about
hey.
this to show us how much
Hey.
it sucks.
just remember, you'll be drinking Brondo.
It has what plants need.
has
Electrolytes.
So bad.
Oh, we're gonna water the crops with Brondo.
Why don't your crops grow? But it has what plants love. Electrolytes. I love that movie.
Oh, it's.
I hadn't watched it
I
in
used
like
to love it until it
10
became
years,
our
it's
world.
reality.
Yeah.
Well, like we've talked about on here before, that's where fucking Crocs got their start. Because the costume designer was like, we need a shoe that looks goofy as shit, but
The dum-dums are gonna wear.
yeah, the dum-dums are gonna wear it, and then son of a bitch, if not 10 years later, fucking Crocs.
You're like, motherfucker.
Like,
Jesus Christ, people.
it has begun. Like, no, Shane Son, it has not begun, you goddamn it, no.
The future is now, motherfucker. Enjoy.
See, now I kind of want fucking Skynet to take over, just to end it all.
Yeah, we need to
Just turn it into the Matrix.
We're gonna need
We're already
to reset,
there
guys.
anyway. Hey, Overlords, can we get a reset? Architect, can we get a reset?
Can we do something? A little something?
Do we need to go see the Oracle about this? Can we get a reset?
Ooh, we should go to the Oracle. It always smells like chocolate chip cookies there.
She's always baking them.
Cookies.
God damn it, now I'm hungry for cookies.
Yeah.
I'll have to get some after the show. I'm okay with
I'm
that.
gonna have to call Jean Grey. I'll see if she'll make me another pie. She made an apple pie for Thanksgiving
Ooh.
again. Apple pie is my favorite.
Yeah.
She is getting even better. Like
Really?
last year, I didn't think she could top it. She topped it.
Stopped it.
She topped it.
So I've seen a new pie this year. It's a chocolate chip cookie pie.
Ooh.
Where you basically oversaturate, like you make your make your pie filling, but it's like a cookie mix.
Okay.
But it's a little bit. There's some sort of other like
To keep it a little thinner.
yes,
Okay.
and then you put it in a pie tin, and then it turns out like a giant cookie with pie crust.
That sounds fantastic. I mean,
But
what
it's
the fuck
like
could be wrong
but
with
it's
that?
like gooey, like undercooked cookies, because that's the only way you should ever eat chocolate chip cookies is
Yes.
undercooked ones.
if you have them overcooked or cooked to temp, whatever. No, throw that shit away.
Like I'm not gonna
I want it
lie,
to be soft.
some of the best cookies I've ever had was from Boner's mom. That sounds really bad saying it that way, but his mom makes bomb ass cookies, and I haven't had those in years, and I
Chocolate chip
still remember
cookies.
those. Yes, yes,
Solid chocolate chip cookies.
because she underbakes them just enough to where they cool off.
That was perfect.
It's just like
You're like,
amazing.
yay! Yeah, I know what I'm doing after the show. I'm gonna go get cookies, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it because I'm
No.
still on Thanksgiving time. Where I just do whatever I want, even though it was over a week ago. I don't give a fuck.
I'm an adult. I do what I want.
do what I fucking
do what the
want.
fuck I want.
You ain't gonna tell me shit.
Nope. All right, so I'm kind of debating here where to roll through next. Because I feel like these two articles need to be talked about. But I'm not sure which one
hold on, go
segues into the appropriate one. Because that one,
No, I'm gonna skip that.
you gonna skip that one?
Yeah.
But it rolls into this one.
Or this one can roll into
Yeah,
the other
that's what I'm
one.
saying.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
they're both a little related. Yeah.
Fuck it. We'll just talk about this one.
Yeah,
So,
go to this one.
there is, both of us really like Netflix. Well, we used to. And they do have some wild ass documentaries, which, if you didn't know, the Aaron Rodgers documentary comes out next week.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, you should, because
not
it's gonna be
watching it.
fucking nuts.
I'm not watching.
It's gonna be nuts.
I'm purposely not watching so that hopefully it doesn't get the numbers that they want it to, and he will just go away when he retires after this year.
Oh, he's not going away.
I just want him to get the fuck out
He's
of
not
town.
going away.
Go
He-
away.
he
go
is
to your
going-
retreat. do
Until
whatever the
Pat
fuck you gotta
McAfee
do.
goes away, he's not going away.
God, he's
And
gotta
Pat
go away.
McAfee is on the rise again.
But Pat McAfee has to know that this motherfucker's not going to be relevant. Nobody cares anymore.
It doesn't matter. AJ Hawk isn't relevant, and he's on that show all the fucking time.
Yeah, but he's like a member of the show.
Well, yeah, no, he's an honorary. Aaron Rodgers is an honorary member of that show.
Fuck that.
But do you know why? Do you know why? Because he's fucking weird,
Yeah.
and he is newsworthy to a point.
Every time he's on, people are like, what the fuck?
Exactly. It draws viewers.
Jesus.
I'm not mad at him,
a
but
fucking car wreck. Look at all the eyes it got. Yeah, that guy's fucking head was chopped off, but okay, let's go with that. Just because it's fucking interesting to look at doesn't mean we should.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway,
Oh,
so
God.
Netflix has another amazing. Well, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to.
I'm going to, and this is just talking about our generation.
This is the
this will pull your
prime.
heartstrings right here, folks.
This is Gen X into Zennial, Millennial, all of us. Who out in the world remembers Girls Gone Wild? I do.
I do.
I remember those infomercials at fucking 2 o'clock in the morning when you're up because, well, they were everywhere.
Right. It does back when I didn't sleep anyway. I was up
Exactly.
all goddamn night, and they had
Exactly.
those all
Yes.
fucking night long. And this is also, for people that don't know, you're like, what? First of all, Girls Gone Wild was basically just cameras at bars
And
or clubs.
trailers picking up women to go do illicit acts.
Yes. But it was a bunch of
And-
drunk women
Yes.
showing their boobs. A bunch of young
Yeah.
20-something women just showing their boobs and doing other things.
Yes.
And this is back in the days before we had high-speed internet.
Yep.
So you're like, we could just go on the internet. Well, we couldn't go on the internet back then because it took, a day and a half to get a picture to download. So that wasn't an option.
So this is where you got to order DVDs from the infomercial. And you could go online and order them off there, but you couldn't like download and do all the
It was a
crazy shit.
subscription. It was one of those good
Yes.
subscription services that we
Yes.
call it a scam now, but
Yes.
they just keep renewing
Like
automatically,
Columbia
and they
House
just-
and all those
yeah,
motherfuckers
exactly.
from back
Just
in the
keep
day.
sending you shit. So
So we all know that the guy that runs or that used to run Girls Gone Wild is a fucking creeper. He's a fucking shitbag. Did a lot of shit that he shouldn't have. This is just the article from BuzzFeed. But you should definitely go watch this because if you want to see some of the behind the scenes shit that happened with this dude and what's his name? Joe
something. I
I
can't
can't remember what his name
exactly.
is. I don't even want to say his name. But this is crazy.
Oh, we need
This
to correct.
documentary is fucking nuts. Because like
Correction. This is not on Netflix. This is on Peacock.
Peacock, sorry, my bad. Either way, streaming services are doing really good with documentaries now. Sorry Netflix, sorry Peacock. It's on Peacock. But like this is gonna take you through most of the girls' side of this whole thing, and they even interview a lot of the girls that were
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
And looking back to that now, that was fucked up. It really was. But that was a different time, different things, and as we've said before, I don't condone his actions and what he did, but
Joe Francis.
Joe Francis,
Joe.
that dude's a weirdo, creeper dude who lives in Mexico and does not want to come back to the United States.
I mean, I wouldn't want to come back either if I was. Here's the thing. Okay, so I'm gonna be careful about how I say this. I think what he did was shady and
Yes.
skeezy,
Yes.
and I think he was in some way somewhat taking advantage of these people, but these women were all over the age of 18.
Well, some of them were, some of them weren't.
Well, the ones
There's
that we're talking
documented.
about.
Yeah, the ones that we're talking about were.
The ones that we're talking about
But
were.
there are some documented ones that weren't. But
And here's the thing. If you don't like it and you think it's skeezy, fine, that's one thing. He didn't do anything illegal. If you want to make it illegal and you want to raise the age that women can get naked and show themselves off, then by all means, do so. But until then, he just did something you didn't like. He didn't do anything illegal. Dude was playing by the rules that you set up.
Well, and not only that, but now is a completely different time where people look back in history and go, oh, that was wrong. Oh, this was this. Well, at the time, it wasn't. I mean, shit happens.
I mean, you went out, you got drunk, you partied, you showed your boobs. Nobody forced you to do it. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't have these girls at gunpoint.
No, that's
He
true.
actually paid them.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
No, but
the ones that actually did more
in the trailers and all that kind of stuff, yeah.
Then that was a little different, and did they get paid what they should have? No.
But
Clearly not.
that's the industry that corn industry is. I mean, that's part of what that is.
Yeah.
Some of those women want to do that, and some of them get taken advantage. Not saying that that's the way it should be, but that's just fucking shit that happens. I don't want to sound like a fucking dickhead or anything, but I mean,
you chose to
shit
do
happens.
it. Like, there are things in my past that I chose to do. Do I wish I didn't?
Boy.
Yeah. I wish I would have done some of those things.
But I made a mistake, and guess whose mistake it was?
It was mine.
It was mine.
And I fucking dealt with it and moved forward. So, again, not blaming a victim here.
Own your problems.
But
No.
You gotta
But
take a
at the
little
same
ownership
time,
of what
yeah.
we've done.
Yeah.
Let's not
Because
just
if
say
you-
I'm 100%
if you
victim. You're not.
No. Because there's two sides to all that shit,
Uh-huh.
unfortunately. So.
But
But
those,
go watch the documentary. It'll give you a whole new light to things.
it'll give you a whole new perspective of what this guy was doing that it really was pretty shady.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give him a pass because it was
No.
fucking shady as shit. He's not what we would call a good person.
Oh no, that dude is a terrible person. Like he is a terrible person that took advantage of a lot of things. But some of this stuff is what it is.
Dude, with these films, he made $20 million in 2 years.
Dude,
Off these fucking videos.
he had all the kind of celebrity clout in the world. He used to hang out with the Kardashians.
Dude, he hung up with all kinds of celebrities. Oh, actually, there's
Yeah.
a picture of him with the Kardashians in here.
Yeah.
And Paris Hilton.
Yeah. Go figure. Two people that got their rise in fame from illicit videos.
Yeah. It's like, again, I don't know, man. It's just, whew, that was a rough situation.
It is. That's why people should go watch that documentary.
Yeah,
You form your own opinions on it, and I'm gonna go watch it now.
I don't have Peacock. I'm gonna have to get it.
You want me to give you Mormon's password?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that password. Let me get that password shared. No, we're not password sharing.
No, why would we do that? That's
I'm in. We're good.
okay. Peacock is one of those services that doesn't really give a shit though. As long as you're watching them, that's all they care about. I've learned that.
And I'm
They don't care.
anti-Peacock because of what they did last year.
Yeah.
What are
I
you
get that.
doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? I mean,
No, I
it
get
didn't
that.
even affect me.
No,
I was still
but
like,
it's
this is-
still
They
one of
fixed
those
it this
things.
year, though,
That's true.
because they were like,
Oh.
let's get some more eyes on that Sunday night game. I don't think last year went the way they thought it was
No,
going to.
it did not.
People are going to subscribe to watch this.
No, they're not.
No, we're not.
It's going back to your local channels too.
It's we will just watch something else on Thanksgiving night and not watch your fucking shitty ass game. How about that?
That was the first year they did that shit too, which was ridiculous.
So angry. God, that made me angry last year.
All right, you want to flip sports? We're about 45 minutes into the show.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right.
Let's do it. Speaking of which, we had a little Adam Schefter. You want to pull up that
I
Schefter to kick it off?
I will.
So Adam Schefter is an NFL insider.
Oh, I forgot about this.
This is such a great
fucking
story.
amazing. Yes.
He breaks a lot of news. Him and Ian Rappaport are like the two insiders,
Yes.
right? Like it's either Schefter or Rappaport. Like they're going to give you the story. And this was actually from an interview Schefter was doing. Somebody's, I think it was a This Is Football podcast is actually whose show he was on.
So, this is amazing. I'm just going to show you the headline on this. I already did. I flashed it up there too quickly. But Adam Schefter broke NFL suspension news in the middle of getting it on with his lady. Or some lady.
Yeah, some lady. So this is the story. It was back in 2000. It was the year 2000. He was actually a beat writer for the Broncos at the time.
Yeah, this was before he got big into ESPN and
full,
all that kind of
he
stuff.
wasn't a full NFL insider. He was just a Broncos insider at that point. And basically, the way this came about is they asked him during the interview, what is the, craziest...
Basically the craziest story that's ever broke for you or whatever, or situation that you were in.
That you got to break a story. And he was having sex when he got a text message that told him about a suspension for, funny enough, I think it was...
Dale Carter, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Former Chief Dale Carter,
who
wasn't a chief for too long because he was an asshole. He
got traded to Denver, and suspension came down, and while he's doing his thing with a lady,
he's got the phone.
He's fucking calling people, hey, we're about ready to put this out. Like, what are you doing? Nothing.
Am I wrong? I have follow-up questions for this.
Oh, I have a lot of follow-up questions.
I'm like, so if you're doing this, I imagine, was this doggy? And she couldn't see what you're doing, and you just got a phone, is that what we're doing?
It wasn't even like that, though, if you think about it. Back in 2000, we didn't have phones like that. We had Nokias.
Oh, he had to do
no, because flip phones didn't come out until, 2002.
But you could still do the tap, the 1, 2, 3 for C, is that kind of... texting.
No, that's true. Yeah,
it was that kind of.
Or was he on the phone? Or was he on the phone and it's like she's on top and
he's
like, hey, keep going. You're good. Hey, I'm breaking story for. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, good. Keep going. Maybe quiet down. I'm on the phone. Just it's fine. Just. He started the tape trend.
Yeah. That's bad.
He started a TikTok trend 24 years before.
He didn't even know it was going to be a thing. I guess it's a thing.
That's
one of those stories, though, that I'm just like, holy shit, that's amazing.
To your craft.
Well, it's amazing in the fact that, he's willing to admit that, because I know there are a lot of people out there like, oh, I can't say that out loud. He's just like, yeah, I was messing around with a girl, and I got a thing, so I had to make a phone call. Did you stop? No.
Fuck no.
I just drove by.
Matter of fact, he said, I got the job done in every way.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. So he's doing his thing, talking to whoever he needs to talk to get it out, and she's like, yeah, keep going.
My man, that's devotion.
That is devotion, man.
I don't know that I could do that in the middle of trying to get ready for a podcast. I'd be like, dude, I got a story lead.
I'm not going to lie. I've had to take phone calls. I was like, God damn it. And it's just we have to stop everything.
I'm busy.
Yeah,
I'm busy. You motherfuckers.
I hate you people.
Not Schefter, though.
Fuck no, bro.
He is a man
he is dedicated.
People.
That is dedication right there. Absolute dedication.
Gotta admire it. I do. I admire his resolve and his dedication to the craft. Well done, sir.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
All right, you wanted to talk about this? Because I know you've been wanting to talk
about... let's talk about the playoff brackets for a little bit here. I mentioned it earlier, but Oregon is number 1. Georgia's number 2. Boise State crawled all the way up to 3. And Arizona State's 4. Clemson is 12. So those are your 5 big winners of the five major conferences, because Mountain West is technically now a major conference for 1 year until the Pac-12 comes back, and then Pac-12 still won't be a major conference because they only have 6 teams. Whatever.
They'll get there.
Doesn't matter. I'm pretty excited about this. I love the fact that Alabama got left out. It makes me happy that they left them out, and the reason why they got left out is because of Arizona State and Clemson.
Arizona State deserves to be...
They do.
First round bye. They absolutely deserve that.
Clemson at the time was ranked 22 or 24 or something like that, but they beat SMU. But I also like the fact that they let SMU in.
I think they were deserving.
They're a 2-loss team.
Yeah.
And their one loss outside of Clemson, which was in the championship game, was to a BYU team
Which is
who
really
was
good.
the top of the Big 12 up until 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because a little other blue team came in and smacked that ass, which they shouldn't have, but they did.
They did.
And put everybody into fucking chaos. That was the Jayhawks fucking thing at the end of the year is, let's see how much chaos we can.
Good for you.
They were the Joker.
Get it.
They were the absolute joke.
They were to burn it down.
They were Heath Ledger from The Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's introduce a little anarchy in there. So, Clemson, Texas, Tennessee, Ohio State, SMU, Penn State, Indiana, Notre Dame. There's 2 teams in here that I do not feel like deserve to be in here, and that's Indiana and Notre Dame, and that's the only thing that I will say about that. But
No, you're forgetting one big one. I've got a major gripe with this.
Which one?
A major gripe with this.
Which one?
Georgia. And you'd be like, why? Why shouldn't Georgia be in this playoff? Because the quarterback got hurt during the championship game. And if your quarterback gets hurt during the fucking conference championship game, even if you win it, we set a precedent last year that you don't get to go to the fucking playoff.
That's valid.
Those are the rules that they fucking made up.
That's valid.
This is not me.
That's valid.
They said, Florida State, go fuck yourself. Well, now, they need to say, Georgia, go fuck yourself.
No, that's valid.
Because if your starting quarterback gets hurt,
no, you're right.
That's the
You're
rule.
Right. You're right.
I'm mad.
Wait.
This is not even my school, and I'm fucking mad about this.
Does it change the fact that Carson Beck did come back in for one play in overtime?
No, does not.
Okay.
Because
I'm asking. That's a valid question.
They told me if you get an injury to your starting quarterback, you're not as good, and you don't deserve to go. That is what they fucking said, straight up. Straight up. I'm like, fine. I thought Florida State got screwed. Now it's time for fucking Georgia to get screwed.
God, we bitched about that so much last year because Florida State did
get bullshit. They had earned it, and I get it. Without that quarterback, they were not the same team.
No,
they got rolled in but that was because a lot of transfer portal, like a lot of people took off. So
they lost fucking 22 kids after that,
right?
Because they didn't make the
fucking over. It didn't make any fucking sense. So they should get the same fucking treatment. I don't care if you're in the SEC. Fuck you. It's wrong. You lost to Bama, who didn't even fucking get in.
That is true. That is true. Georgia is a 2-loss team.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
I'm going to put that on the internet now.
There's Blanco's beef of the day. He's fighting mad.
As soon as we get done recording, I am going to put that on there because I agree with you. I agree that they should not be in if their quarterback is hurt. And we don't know if he's going to play or not.
We don't.
It's going to be a month from now. But at the same time, Florida State's quarterback, they still won they still won their conference championship game. They were 12-0.
And they got
Did Alabama deserve to be in the Final Four last year? Nope.
Mm-mm.
And they were.
So even we're gonna laud this. Everybody's gonna applaud that we've got 12 teams now.
Which I am happy with.
We got Boise in there.
But
it's still fucked. It's still fucked up because you're not being consistent year over year. And that's my beef with college football.
No,
that's why I love the NFL.
That's a valid beef. Man. That is a valid beef because, I didn't even think about it that way, but you are 100% correct. And when you said that, I think you said it before we started recording. You may have said it when we were recording too. I agree with you.
It's just fucking
100%
bullshit.
agree with you. It's horseshit.
Fucking bullshit.
Because we don't know that Carson Beck is going to come back.
We don't.
Because his, non-throwing shoulder is the problem because I think it got separated. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Don't know. But I know that he came out of the game because he got injured in the last play of the first half. He's going to look it up real quick, folks.
I'm going to look it up to see what we're thinking. It's a beat writer for them. Probably take that. This is from
provides update.
Trevor Michael.
7:30 this morning. So 6:30 our time here in Mid-Westo. Upper extremity injury.
Yeah, we don't know what
They probably haven't had a chance to get him MRI'd and all that kind of. Yep, that's exactly what it was.
They'll get an MRI, so we'll get more news tomorrow about results on MRI, what the extent of the damage is, and when he will be back. But I swear to God, if they don't say he's going to be back in 2 weeks, I'm be pissed because this is bullshit.
It is bullshit.
He's not going to play in this game. then FSU should just go scorched earth and be like, fuck you with your bullshit. That fan base should be rabid.
I would sue the NCAA.
I would too.
I would sue them.
You have a legitimate beef at that point. Like, you have it documented. Here's what happened to us, and we were better. And then they did this, and they have 2 losses, and they're like, it's fine, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? So much money was lost by Florida State. They were hurt financially by you not letting them in.
Absolutely. They lost recruits from it. They lost talent from it. They lost a team from it.
Shit. There were so many negative effects by you bullshitting and fucking them over.
This is why they went, 1-6 or 1-8 to the end of the year, and I don't know if their coach has been fired yet, but he probably is on his way out. Yeah.
All because of this.
All because of that. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. You're right.
Fucking bullshit.
You are correct, sir.
Ooh, man. Angry. Oh, this is legit because it's on ESPN, the bracket we went over. So.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It has been confirmed.
Yep. So what we said earlier was legit. Mormon dropped that to me right as we were in the show. So thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. I'm okay with the teams other than like your rant about Georgia, but I'm happy that Alabama did not make it. But I don't like Indiana didn't play a single fucking person this year, and when they did, what happened?
They lost.
They got fucking rolled.
Yeah.
And Notre Dame, who did Notre Dame mostly play? ACC people, and ACC's trash.
Right? We've already, but we put SMU in, and we put Clemson in. So if the ACC was played as trash, we put 2 other teams in.
Yeah, but my thought on that is, in my opinion, just my humble opinion, 8 of the spots should be guaranteed by the top 4. If you make it to your conference championship and you're one of the 4 major teams, or one of them in the 4 major things, you probably should.
You
most likely should
be a chance to get in there.
Yeah. Because you made it to your conference championship. Now, do I think that Ohio State is better than Iowa State, BYU, and Colorado? Yes.
Yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie.
So Big 12 probably the winner of it should be the only one.
Trend,
Yeah. And I'm okay with that.
Unless Iowa State had won, and then I'm like, we probably should put Arizona State in.
I would agree with that.
I think they both should have won it at that point.
I agree with that.
But that's not the way it happened?
No.
And fuck Iowa State. Fuck them.
I'm not going to lie. I actually wanted them to win for one reason and one reason only. Because they're an original, Big 8, Big 6 member.
Yeah.
For nostalgia purposes only, that's the only reason why I wanted them to win. So that when the very first one happened, it wasn't a Pac-12 school.
I'm just bitter.
I'm not mad at you.
They got
I'm
their
not mad
first
at you for that.
10-win season ever because of my fucking bullshit school that decided to shit the fucking bed and not show up.
Hey, we tried to help you, by the way.
Fucking dickheads.
We tried to help you.
Like, yeah.
We tried to help.
It was there. It was like, here, do you want an assist? And we said, no, get it out of here. I don't want any fucking help. And then you just shit the fucking bed. Like, come on, man.
KU tried to help 3 weeks in a row to get the little brother in. Or big brother in football, however you want to look at it.
I'm like, I don't know if you call him a little brother when you lost
football,
like 17 straight fucking times.
Hey, we only lost by 2 this year, okay?
But it's 17 fucking times.
It was only 2 points.
That's more domination than the Chiefs over the AFC West. He don't have a streak that long, and that's fucking Patrick Mahomes.
He's only been in the league for 7 years, though.
Yeah, but he plays them each twice a year, and he hasn't won. He hasn't beat everybody. He's lost all of them. Okay,
that's true. That's true.
There you go.
I'll give you that. Any given Sunday, okay? Not any given Friday night or Saturday,
is
okay?
Completely different in the NFL, which is why it's,
from
my opinion, a far superior product.
Oh, absolutely, because it's professional athletes. You have the cream of the crop.
You have the best of the best in the world playing this game.
No, I
totally
agree with you.
We got the game on. I'm trying not to fucking watch it right now.
I just it's on because like we can't have the TV up over there because like I had to swap out some things with the new bar, which you like the new bar setup in there, by the way?
Oh, it is very nice. We didn't even talk about
that. The two TV setup is fucking money.
Pretty awesome. Pretty solid. Pretty salty, my friend.
Pretty salty.
Pretty salty indeed.
I got 2 small TVs though. I should have gone 65s.
You can always get more.
I know I'm going to. Because we also made another mistake, and I didn't even realize. I didn't think about this at the time when we bought them. Because Micro Center was having a sale. Both of those TVs were like $200. So I bought them. They're still Samsung. But they don't have an optical out, so I can't use my sound bar.
Ooh.
I didn't realize that. I made a mistake. Mistakes were made.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens. But I also bought the same brand of each TV. So one remote controls both TVs.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
And you have to be like standing up at the TV to be able to swap back and forth or point it way over here and hope this one doesn't get it.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that. You know why? Because I have 2 TVs on the wall. And I'll go buy a new one. Because spacing was a little weird.
You can get a splitter to actually control them so you don't have to use the remote.
I can do it on my phone.
Yeah,
I can
and just set it up that way.
Deal.
That way it's not a big deal.
But I'm going to have to replace one of the TVs with one that has an optical out so that we can put the surround sound back in.
Yeah.
And that one actually might become a 65-inch TV. Because I got room. I actually have room.
Why not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have room. I mean, we have the full swivel mounts to where they can go sideways, back and forth. That's why there's that little gap in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I got like 8 inches. It's real 8 inches, ladies. Not your bullshit. This is 8 inches.
What ruler are you using?
Right, yeah. This isn't the metric system, okay, fuckers? Like, don't play. You know what I'm talking about.
I was so confused for a moment. Like, what?
I was surprised. Were you surprised? I was surprised. Nobody else was surprised like I was.
Oh, man.
So, we got our Fat 4 picks out a little late today.
And it's a shitty week anyway, guys.
You guys are lucky that we put the Fat 4 out there when we did. I was hounding him about it, and I felt like an asshole. But we are 29-13-2, correct?
That's correct.
Before this week.
Before this week started, 29-13-2. That is a 6,600 win percentage, I think, roughly.
You're plus 13 or plus 16.
That's fucking
That's
solid.
pretty fucking good.
That's fucking solid, man.
Yeah.
So I put that, even though I know this week started off rough. Just look at anybody else. I'm beating Danny Parkins, who was talking shit.
Yeah,
I'm beating Nick Wright. I'm beating Colin Cowherd. I'm beating all of them. So,
well, like, we would probably be in a push for Wednesday, but when I put this out, it was locked in at 3.5, and then literally 3 minutes before the game started, they changed it to -3, so the half was there. So we would have pushed on the Thursday night game, which that game was actually really good.
It was entertaining.
It was
and
first
I didn't
half
watch
sucked.
most of it either.
The first half sucked, but the second half was like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Like, this is why the Detroit Lions are not going to win the Super Bowl this year. They have a great offense.
What are you talking about?
But they also...
They're like number 1 in all the power rankings.
Stop it.
They're so good.
Stop it.
Everybody tells me they're so good. They're amazing.
I'm tired of hearing this.
Even though they have all these one-score wins back to back to back. And for the Chiefs, that means they're in disarray.
They're garbage.
And they're a terrible team. But for the Lions, I guess it means that you're a fucking juggernaut?
Well, what did we win? 14 straight one-score games? Wasn't it something ridiculous like that before we lost?
Oh, no, because that wasn't a one-score game. We were on a winning streak of 14 games.
Oh, that's what it was.
Sorry, right now in one-score games. This year, we're 9-0.
Whatever.
It's hard to keep track of all the streaks that they had because, goddamn, the Chiefs are actually a really good team.
But they have their holes, they have their issues, but magically they keep winning. And I'm sorry, but I'm tired of hearing all the bullshit about the refs calling everything for the Chiefs because I'm going to bring up Thursday. Everybody knows that my favorite team outside of Kansas City is Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
There were 4 calls. I should say non-calls. Because on the touchdown that put Detroit back ahead, there was a blatant hold because the defender got horse-collared. And no call happened. And it's on TV. Like, you saw it happen live.
The NFL has holding literally on every single fucking play of the game.
And
every single one of them.
And you know what? From here on out, let's just get rid of holding. Let's just get rid of it.
Get strong. Fight through it. Like, you got to fight through this, or you ain't getting to the fucking quarterback.
I'm tired of the bullshit holding calls. The illegal contact downfield gets on my nerves. I get pass interference. There is legitimate, like, I think pass interference actually deserves to be there.
Defensive holding is also a good penalty to have because
there
are times where you're like, that's pretty fucking blatant, Brand. Like,
but I think from here on out, we can no longer call the offensive holding. I don't think offensive hold. God,
you're stuck on pass interference.
Offensive holding. should no longer be a thing.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this.
Now, should they be able to latch onto somebody and drive them into the ground and pancake them that way? No. I disagree with that. But if you're going to hold somebody, if you're going to do this, fuck them.
See, I'm the opposite.
As long as they don't go to the ground, it's not a hold.
I'm the opposite. I should be able to lock up, and if I'm stronger and I push you into the ground, that should not be a hold.
Okay, no, that's
that
different.
should not be a fucking hold.
Okay, I'm sorry. I should clarify.
And that shit happens all the time.
Well, if you get around me and I'm draped over the top of you,
that's a hold.
That's a hold.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll agree
but
with
if
that.
I'm in front of you and I fucking push you over,
if we're locked up like this,
and I get you,
and I get you back, that's not a hold.
That's on you. You got beat.
That's a legit pancake.
Yeah, you got fucking beat, and they call holding but technically it is holding. And I'm like, no, that should not be holding. That is just domination of one person over the other.
I think from here on out, if me and you are face up, and I get the bear hug on you up top, not inside.
No,
I'm talking outside. Oh, you're mine.
Yeah.
That's not holding. That's not holding.
You know what happened? I gave up position.
Yeah.
That's on me. Yeah. That's my fault.
Yeah.
This is fucking wrestling. This is judo. Like, I gotta fucking go to battle here.
Let's turn offensive line versus defensive line into WWE, and we'll see where this bitch rolls.
Kind of like where this is going.
I'm just saying.
This would
you
be
heard it first
a lot
here,
of fucking
folks.
fun to watch. This would be a lot of fucking fun
We
to watch.
need the XFL, USFL merger. What are they, the Unified Football League now or some shit? The UFL or some shit like that? You guys need to take notice of this and take away finite our offensive holding.
If you do that, you're going to have a product that is far superior than anything the NFL has.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
even with the talent discrepancy.
And it's already proven that the NFL liked your kickoff thing because, like, I know a lot of people were against the kickoff thing now. I actually am starting to like it. I don't have a problem with it anymore. I don't have a problem with it anymore.
I think it's fine.
I think it's fun.
I think, but with this kickoff rule, why you would ever kick to the other team and not put it out of the end zone is just stupid. That's bad coaching.
Yeah.
So every time I see a return, I'm like, that coach should be fired.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Unless your kicker didn't put it out of the end zone.
And the only thing that I can think of is, are we seeing something in film that me and you don't know about that we're like, maybe we can punch the ball out? But otherwise, like, I think Kansas City has maybe 10 returns against them, whereas Butker even the other two kickers, back of the end zone, back of the end zone, back of the end zone.
Yep. That's the smart play.
It is.
I mean, statistically speaking, I think
wholeheartedly
that would tell you every time.
Yeah.
Just kick it out of the end zone.
Which, are we going to lose another kicker?
We already did. They put Schrader on IR. We got Matt Moore this week. However, I think this is game 4, and Butker can come back next week.
Butker should be back next week.
I think.
Yeah, he should be.
Because they can activate him
tomorrow.
Put him on the practice
Sunday.
list tomorrow.
No, Tuesday. They can activate him Tuesday. They can't activate him Monday.
Oh, because the week is still going on. Yeah,
yes.
You're right.
Tuesday morning they can activate him.
And they should. And he should be ready to go.
Hopefully.
I hope so because...
I just hope he doesn't have any lasting issues. I worry about that.
It was pretty clean. They pretty much just scoped it and they said everything
that's what I thought.
So
like they cleaned it up, looked at it, everything, and was like,
everything's
hey,
fine.
Bad timing for this, but if you don't do it now,
you're gonna
fuck yourself in 4 years.
Yeah, like we should do this. And that's fine. Like I want him to take care of himself. I don't want him to have lingering issues. But I also want him to be ready for the playoffs. And I think that was the whole point of that because we are going to need him.
I just want to point something out real quick. Philadelphia 0-0, 5 minutes left in the first quarter against Carolina. So all those people that were talking shit about Kansas City falling apart against Carolina, any given Sunday, bitches. Any given fucking Sunday.
Again, so tomorrow I better hear all kinds of national commentary about how the Eagles are in trouble because they didn't blow out the Panthers. And I get the game's not over yet, but seriously, man.
You won't hear a fucking thing out of it. The only person that will probably say something appropriate is Nick Wright. Probably. Every other get up, all those other fucking things that probably even Stephen A. Smith. All those guys are gonna be like, I didn't see anything wrong with Philadelphia only squeaking out a 10-point win against the Panthers. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
They might even lose.
If they lose, I'd be happy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Of the teams that are this year that actually are good, the Eagles are fucking good.
So I will tell you this.
I'm kind of worried
in
about
my opinion, in the NFC, the Eagles are the most complete team.
100%.
Detroit is not. And Detroit is not because of their
defense isn't as good.
Yes. And
Philly's defense is good.
I honestly think, and this is not a knock on Kansas City at all, because I really want them to be in the Super Bowl, and I'd love to see them play the Detroit Lions again. I kind of want to see it because I want that redemption from last year. Buffalo versus Detroit. I believe that's next week.
Mm-hmm.
That actually could be a preview of the Super Bowl.
I don't think so. I don't think the Bills are as good as everybody thinks they are. Remember your complaint after the Bills game? We didn't give them the full playoff game.
Oh, yeah.
We
absolutely.
didn't even have a spy on
Absolutely,
Josh Allen.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
I guarantee you in the playoffs, if we play them, there's going to be a spy on Josh Allen.
It'll
So,
be Leo Chanel.
I am not worried. I think the Bills are a very good team. I don't think this iteration of them can beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Somebody, and I don't remember what channel I was listening to. It might have been on Laszlo. On Thursday or Friday, on my way home. They were talking about how Josh Allen is doing everything that Pat Mahomes used to do, but it never worked for him. This year, Allen looks like Pat did, and it's the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
Pat is doing Pat things, and they're not always working out for him. His interceptions, the other things like that he's been throwing, not bad balls, but ill-advised balls, I should say.
Well,
that's a Josh Allen thing.
That was early in the year. That was not the
no,
past 4 games.
but I'm saying like the last 4 games, Pat's been back to
Pat.
somewhat Pat.
Oh no, he's been Pat. He's got 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 300-yard games in all of them.
No.
Yeah, he does.
He only has 1.
In the past 4, he's got 300-yard games.
No, he doesn't.
Dude, I just looked it up earlier.
He does not.
He has been money in the past 4 games.
He's only got 1, and the reason why I know this is because he's my quarterback in fantasy. He's been close, but he's only got 1 300-yard game.
What does he have? 298, 297, 302?
292, I think.
He's got 4 300-yard games.
No, he does not. No,
For all intents and purposes,
no,
he does.
does not. No,
He does.
No. You know why I know this?
Look at
because
his past
he's
4
fucking
games.
me on fucking fantasy.
Just because
No.
you wanted him to score
Past 4 games.
yards.
Past 4 games.
Give me
it's been 306, 269, 196, and 266.
Yeah, 196 does not count. That is not good. That was the
But-
Buffalo game.
but
they ran a lot.
I'll give you this in the past 5 games. He's been close. I'll give you 291 against Tampa Bay with 0.
Pretty much 300.
In the 5 games, he does have 11 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, which I will say.
And both those are
perfect.
Buffalo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the first one was ill-advised, not his fault. The second one was, I have to try to make something happen to win
Yes.
this game.
Yeah.
And I don't count those.
No.
I never will count those.
I will say his passer rating against Vegas was terrible only because he did throw the ball 46 times. And that was not his fault. They abandoned the run game in the second half, which they should have never done. That's the reason why Las Vegas got as close as they did.
And there's also another reason for that. He had a left tackle that was absent. It was like a ghost at left tackle.
That's why Tooney, which
That's why you
I
saw the
don't
most
like-
frustrated you've ever seen.
No, I know,
When he
I know.
threw the fucking ball,
I know.
not at him, but he like threw it towards where the left tackle should be after that false start. He's like, dumb, what are we fucking doing here?
well, and
Oh,
when they
God,
brought
that
Joe
was
Tooney in, which
frustrating.
I do not ever want to see Joe Tooney.
Which was
in
right
tackle.
after he threw
It
that
was.
fucking ball.
It was absolutely. Joe Tooney did something, and I don't fault him for this because he's not a tackle. But the very next play after that, Pat got sacked because it was Tooney's fault. But Tooney backed up too far because he's not used to playing left tackle.
Yeah. I mean,
It's not his
it was an
fault.
emergency call for him to move over there.
Absolutely.
Because Wanye Morris did this, I think, at least 4 times. I haven't watched it twice. I only watched it once. But he got that,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah.
The guy was bastard.
Yep.
And I'm like, what are we
Yep.
doing?
Yep. Yep.
Bro!
I don't. Joe Tooney is probably right now one of the best guards, if not the
He
best
might be
guard
the best guard.
in the NFL. He cannot play left tackle, and not because he doesn't have the skill set, because he does not have the reps.
And he was rusty. He was
Yes.
not ready for it. But he doesn't have to worry about it today.
Oh,
Because we got
Humphries
DJ
is back.
Humphries. DJ Humphries are ready to go.
If what they are saying has been happening in practice, it's one of 2 things. Because if he's really has not a lot of pressure, and he's got 7 pancakes on our rushers, that means one of 2 things, in my opinion. Either Humphries is for real, or our pass rush is shit.
It's a little bit of both. I'll be honest with you. It's a little bit of both. My favorite thing I've heard this week, comparison-wise, they have said in practice, which this is just practice, but he has been Willie Roaf-esque in practice.
Our boy.
And
Our boy Willie. We love some
Willie Roaf.
I love me some cheap ass Willie Roaf.
Absolutely love Willie Roaf. And if he is honestly
This
60% of Willie Roaf,
and this is
the
why
Chiefs look like the old Chiefs.
this is why I can never be mad at Jawan Taylor for lining up the way he does, because for 4 or 5 years, Willie Roaf was
He's the
fullback.
biggest cheating motherfucker.
His
Good
foot,
God.
he was turned, like, your line's like this.
He was facing the
He was
sideline.
this.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
facing the goddamn sideline at the snap, like before it snapped. Like, bro, what are you doing?
So, I can't be mad at Jawan Taylor. Do I get upset at Jawan Taylor for lining up wrong? Yes. Do I get mad at him for his drop step? Absolutely not.
Dude,
Because I remember it.
that's legal.
It is legal.
Somebody posted, I don't remember who it was. I don't think
It's
it was. I don't
all
think it was
in
Jeff
where his
Schwartz.
head is.
You are allowed
Yeah.
to take a step before the ball is even
Yes.
snapped.
You are
Because
allowed to
couldn't-
rock back.
If you're not in a 3-point stance,
Yes.
if you're upright,
Yeah.
you are allowed to do. And I didn't even know that.
I didn't know
I'm
that
like,
either until somebody pointed out.
I was like,
all these people are
I'll
like,
be damned.
he can't do that, and it's like, no.
Actually, read the
No,
fucking
no,
rules.
read the rules.
He can.
He can start back
Uh-huh.
when the center starts the snap, not when he moves the ball. When the snap starts.
Yeah, and he's been within the rules.
Yes.
So a lot of these false starts that people get
Are
mad at him
not
about,
legit.
they're not actually false starts. He's within the rules.
The new thing of the illegal formation. Yeah, he's
That's
still
his
got
fault.
But
But the false
a
starts are
lot
not.
of those that I'm noticing that they're calling is because they're not leaned over far enough.
Uh-huh.
They're more upright.
He's upright, which is the
That's
problem.
the problem, and that's what
Because
so
when he
many-
lined up, he was down a little more.
Yep.
And,
then
they're
as
like,
soon
you're
as
good.
he lifts up just a little bit to get that little bit of advantage,
and
you're
it
like,
comes out every time.
Yep.
And you're like, come on, bro.
Yep.
Come on.
But I'm not mad at him because he's trying to protect Pat. Unlike the other side,
and he's been doing a pretty good job of it.
bro. Crosby got one pressure on him, maybe 2 solid pressures on Mahomes on Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor owns that motherfucker.
Mhm.
Always has, always will.
Oh. Yeah.
Not mad at him.
It's,
That was part of the reason why Jawan Taylor came to the Chiefs.
and he's been looking good. Like, I
He
get
does.
it. People are like, he's the most penalized. Again, a lot of these false starts aren't
Not
really
his fault.
false starts. It's a bullshit call.
Yeah.
But do you hear us complaining every
Nope.
week about the refs?
No, I don't care.
No,
I
we
don't care anymore.
don't.
I don't care anymore.
Because I'm like, here's
Yeah.
the thing. You have to overcome. And we learned this as Chiefs fans because for the longest time we're like, the Patriots get away with everything. And it's not. The Patriots were just so good that when it counted, they would make the play. And your team isn't that good. They're not disciplined. They'll fuck up at the wrong time, like they'll fumble at the end of the game. Or D4 will be lined up off sides. And it's your fucking fault because you were undisciplined.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with the referees.
And the greatest thing about it is now that everybody points this shit out, like I start looking at other games. It's just like last year when they started pointing out the thing with Jawan Taylor. Magically, every other left or right tackle
Is doing the same
was doing
fucking
the same
thing.
fucking thing, and nobody, because the kid from the Cowboys was the worst offender. He was
yeah.
way worse than Jawan Taylor, and all of a sudden it's
yeah.
like, oh, so it's not just Jawan Taylor. No, motherfucker, it's him too. Are they calling it on him? No. Do you know why? Because the Cowboys are not that fucking good. The Detroit Lions game, I'm telling you, if you go back and look at that, they did not deserve to win that game. Green Bay killed themselves, don't get me wrong, but there were 4 plays. One was for a touchdown. Should have never happened.
Dan Campbell almost had the ultimate choke job. When you're on 4th and 1, you're in field goal range, and that is why I'm excited. I
Take
hope we see them in the Super
fucking
Bowl.
Points.
You're going to do some stupid shit like that, you're going to fuck up. They're going to beat
I don't-
themselves in the
I don't know.
playoffs.
I understand the analytics behind it. The analytics. If you're playing Kansas City or you're playing somebody that has a high-powered offense, even Buffalo, take the fucking points.
Yeah.
Take the points.
The analytics cannot, and this is kind of a one-off for us, analytics cannot, in a model, account for Patrick Mahomes.
Nope.
There's no one like him. There's no one that's ever been like him. And if you're like, well, the numbers say, well, the numbers don't know who the fuck is on the other side.
You know what the numbers said when Buffalo went up what was it,
36
36 to 33?
Yeah.
With 13 seconds left on the clock.
So the game's
There was
over.
a 0.1% probability that Kansas City was going to win.
How'd that work
And
out?
what happened? 13 seconds of, hey,
Two passes
if they
and a
do
field
this,
goal.
if they do the same thing, I will be open in the seam. That's what Travis told him. There is mic'd up thing that says, I'm going this route again. I will be open.
Yep.
Hit me. What happened? Butker comes in and wins the fucking game, or ties the
it,
game,
and
then Travis wins the game.
Bam, game over. Like, it is.
Analytics do not work.
They
with
only
a
know
team
what
like
has
that.
happened in the past, and there's no faces
No.
to it. It's
No.
just numbers. It's here's what's happened this many times out of this many times. So here are your statistics. But you got to remember,
No, we
have the GOAT there.
We
Like-
have not seen a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, and I'm gonna say this every fucking week because I've said this from the very beginning. Stop comparing other quarterbacks to him.
Stop it. He's earned that. He has more than earned that.
Stop it.
Stop it. And these motherfuckers, who was it this week? It's fucking my boy Greg Jennings. Your boy Greg Jennings.
Yeah, I do.
Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the. Stop it.
So
you know damn well he's not the best quarterback in the NFL.
Who was somebody else? I saw somewhere else, and I don't think it was Nick Wright. It might have been Nick Wright, but somebody said that Pat has his own mountain. He literally has his own mountain. We've established this.
I watch it every week.
He has his own mountain.
Love it.
That Josh Allen now has come to a point where he's on the mountain.
Yeah,
He's on the mountain.
and he's up near.
He's
up
close.
near the
But
peak.
he is not
But
at
he's
the
not
top
there.
of the fucking. He's not at the summit, and he never will be at the summit because he can't do the
You
things
can't be Pat.
that Pat Mahomes does.
Like, you may beat him in the playoffs eventually. You're going to have to. Like, the odds are you're not going to lose to the same team over and over
Burrow
again.
beat him in the playoffs. Guess what? Burrow is not a better quarterback than Pat Mahomes.
No.
Not even close.
He's good.
You take away
Joe Burrow's good.
you take away Chase or Higgins or Gesicki, any one of those three, and we've seen it this year.
He ain't the same.
He is not the same quarterback.
No.
He's not. Is he a good quarterback? Yes. Is he an above average quarterback when he's healthy? Yes.
Here's the thing. Here's the test that I always love. People always want to talk about, well, Pat has this and this. Okay, fine. Put Joe Burrow on the Chiefs last year.
He
with
would-
none of those receivers. Like, the receivers he
might,
had.
He might win 5 games.
He might go to the playoffs. Maybe. That's a big maybe. He ain't winning the fucking Super Bowl.
No.
Not with those fucking weapons. With fucking Kadarius Toney. Sky
So-
Moore. Are you kidding me?
So let's look at that.
Nah.
When Burrow did beat Kansas City and Burrow did go to the Super Bowl, what happened? They didn't win.
No. It was a choke job. Fourth quarter. Again, where Pat nails it, when he needs it, he gets it.
When Pat needs it, when the Chiefs need a score or something needs to happen, Pat makes it happen.
When it's a gotta have it moment, I don't want anybody else in the history of the game.
No.
I want that guy. I want fucking 15.
And that's saying a lot considering John Elway, the man that we despise.
Peyton Manning, who
Peyton
I adore and think was amazing. I don't want Peyton. I want fucking Pat. Give me Pat. Tom Brady, who we say, we have
Is
both
the GOAT.
admittedly said is the GOAT.
Yeah.
I don't want him either.
No.
I want fucking Pat. Give me Pat. Yeah. Because there is no one
Because
better.
there's always a chance.
Dude, the odds are in your favor. It's not even, it's a chance. You might as well fucking bet on it. Like, bank that shit.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
I mean, the loss against Buffalo
I don't put any stock in it.
partially was
It's
Pat.
game plan. It was
Partially
game
was
plan.
Pat, but it was game plan. And our defense got exposed because we knew that Johnson could not cover a fucking... He can't get out of a fucking wet paper bag.
Dude, we
And I'm
cannot
glad.
cover tight ends
I'm
to save
glad.
our lives.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That's the other part of it. I am glad that. Did they sign Steve Nelson this week?
I'm not sure.
I know that he was coming in, but I don't know if they signed him. But the
Micah Hyde is
backup.
back.
Who?
Micah Hyde, their safety, is back for the Bills.
Fuck him.
He's back.
I know Micah. I like Micah Hyde because he played for fucking Green Bay for a few years, and he's a really good safety.
Dude's
but
good.
I think he's a little washed up.
Oh, definitely. That's why they didn't have him to start the season.
He's pulling a.
They got him after he got cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I mean, good for them. They're trying to shore up their defense to deal with Kansas City in the playoffs when they have to come to Kansas City.
The problem is, we're getting Hollywood Brown back. And I don't know if you've noticed it, and I know I'm biased, but it feels like Mahomes and Worthy are getting better chemistry-wise every week.
The only thing that Worthy has got to figure out,
Keeping his feet in bounds.
and that's what we've talked about for like me and you,
It's
not
gonna
on the
click.
show.
Yeah.
Me and you always talk about this is if that kid can figure out his alignment and spacing on the field
He'll be fine.
as to where he needs to stop to catch the ball, he would probably have at least 400 or 500 more yards.
Oh, easy.
At least.
Easy.
Because
there have been 2 60-yard bombs that just were missed.
And he
because
caught the
went out of
ball.
bounds.
And
Yeah.
he caught the fucking ball.
It
but
wasn't a
foot
problem
was
where he
out of bounds.
dropped it. It just
No.
he didn't have
No,
the
'cause
space, and
he
that
was-
comes.
yeah.
That you could fix. That is an easy
Yeah.
fix. Just
Well,
line up here,
It's
run this route.
yeah,
You'll be fine.
It's like if you compare, and I know they're not the same type of wide receiver and size wise and all that kind of stuff, but if you look at what Rice did last year, where I think it was last year, towards the end of the year he came on. He came on super fucking strong.
Huge.
But at the beginning of the year we were all like, I
what
thought
the
this
fuck
kid
is
was
wrong
supposed to
with
be
this
really
guy?
good.
It's a bust.
And like Worthy, the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season, we're like, oh,
He
there's
looked hot.
flashes.
You're like,
There's
ooh,
flashes.
ooh.
But it's been like 6 games where Worthy's been like,
But there were big plays
absence.
in each of those.
Well, yeah,
Whereas
but he's been like
that would have been a
one.
70-yard touchdown.
Yes.
That would have been a 65-yard
So-
touchdown. Like,
With Hollywood Brown coming back, I think that's actually going to open up Worthy a lot.
because now the
A
routes
lot.
that Worthy is running will go to Hollywood,
Yes.
and you're going to get more of a post where he
Vertical.
won't be out of bounds.
He's going vertical.
And you're like,
Straight going vertical. Yeah.
Worthy,
'Cause-
just go. Let's go.
Worthy's going to go on the vertical route to the middle of the field, draw the safeties off, basically what MVS used to do for us last year.
Yep.
But Worthy can catch the ball.
So can Hollywood.
Well, in Hollywood is going to be our guy that's going to be in the 10 yards short of that because one of those two is going to get the ball, and then you're going to have D-Hop go, hey, I'm going to be open. I promise. And he's going to be like, okay, dump down.
And you're also, with all of this happening, finally going to see Travis Kelce not getting double teamed.
Well, they can't because you can't if him and Noah Gray
You're going to have 2 deep safeties every fucking
Bro.
time. You're going to
And-
have 2 deep safeties.
And I'm telling you, if him and Noah Gray are in, because they do run a lot of these good 2 tight end sets,
oh my god.
bro, I am a huge fan of Noah Gray this year.
Oh my god, he's come on. This is his breakout season. Before, what did he get? He got like $8 million a year, $6 million a year before this year started. He had like a 3-year, and we were kind of like, that seems like a lot of money for Noah
Well,
Gray.
and considering we just drafted Wiley.
Right. And I'm like, but now what we have seen out of Noah Gray,
3 weeks in a row.
absolutely worth it. It was worth every penny.
What did he get? 2 touchdowns in the one game?
Yeah, he had 2 touchdowns.
Wide
against
open
the-
down the field. Not just
Beautiful.
bullshit like
Beautiful
5-yard
thing.
dump offs.
Oh my
No.
God, it was so good. And Pat, trust him.
Yes.
Which is huge because if Pat don't trust you,
No.
he ain't throwing you the motherfucking
No.
ball. Like we've seen this
Yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah.
He'll
Sky Moore.
do it at the beginning to be like, I kind of trust him just to give the illusion I'll throw
Sky
it
Moore.
to him.
Sky
Yeah.
Moore. Sky Moore is a prime example of that.
Who could technically play. Isn't he back from IR now? I don't think he was on the injury report. Doesn't matter.
know.
Because Remigio is suiting up today.
Bro.
And we get to see
Bro,
a little Remigio.
I don't know what's going on with.
I'm so happy about this.
I think Hardman may be taking a break.
I don't know what. Yeah, that
I think
IR
maybe-
is it like
I-
give me
I
a
think-
break for the playoffs?
I think that's maybe what they're holding him back for.
because
He
it was
might-
so weird. He practiced Wednesday, Thursday, and then
IR.
Friday. His knee locked up on him. What? What?
I wonder if they're like, hey, Hollywood's about to come back.
We want you 100% for the
We want
playoffs.
you. We need you for the playoffs. So how about this? We put you on IR. You don't miss anything. Rehab.
Just get better.
Remigio is going. You know he's a come up. He probably should have
Dude.
been signed this year.
Oh God, yes.
He's going to be the returner. We're going to bring him up. I bet Hardman was like, all right,
Why not?
why not?
Yeah, I'll
This-
get healthy,
This is what you guys need. I've got 3 Super Bowl rings with you guys.
and I'll get another one
And you
this
guys
year.
keep me. You guys keep bringing me back. Andy Reid, you're my dad. I'll do what you tell me to do.
McCole Hardman has to have. He should have nothing but love and respect for the organization that has been
Bro.
like, Come on, man. They just constantly put their arm around him.
They brought him back from the Jets. They traded for him.
He called
from
and said,
the
get
Jets.
me out of here. And they're like,
hey, bro.
all right.
All right.
You know, instead of like, Pat, he's like, Pat, man, come on, man. Please. Pat goes, all right. I got you. I got you. Let me call Beach.
Hey, go get my boy back. I need him. And guess what? He won the Super Bowl for him.
Yeah. All he did was throw him the game-winning fucking touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Then he blacked out.
Yeah, he doesn't even fucking remember. I mean, I'll be honest, I'd black out.
I'm not gonna
lie.
I don't, like, you can see it in his face. Like, he didn't even realize it for a second until somebody came and was like, bro, we just won.
He's like, we just fucking won, bro. It's over. And he's like,
oh, we won. Oh, shit. Shit, we won. Okay.
Hell yeah. Oh, I'm excited. It sucks. It is only 12:50. I gotta wait another 6 hours to watch the fucking Chiefs play. Come on.
That's okay. That's okay.
I don't know, man. Right. I'm really excited about this game. I'm really excited.
I do not like our next 4 games.
Yeah, but if we win today, doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, we're locked in. We're already locked in.
We're already into the playoffs. But this you have clinched. No one's going to come close to in your division. Like as far as AFC West, it's over.
My concern, and I know it's not a concern anymore because of last year, we finally saw Pat go on the road and destroy people. And I'm not really worried about that, but I do like them playing at home.
Oh yeah.
My concern is going back to Buffalo, not because of Buffalo itself.
The fans.
But it's the stadium. It's the fans in the stadium. Because if by chance
there'll be snow. It's almost a guarantee there'll be a snow.
There's snow in fucking the end of January. They don't clean the fields off. Mm-hmm. They do not have the proper equipment for there, and
they don't clean the stands out well either.
As much as because they throw snowballs everywhere.
That's my
as concern. Much as Kansas City can play in any kind of weather, you cannot play in the snow like what Buffalo had to do. What was that last week? Yeah, it was last Sunday. You can't play in that. They can because they practice in that shit.
We could. We'd be fine if we have Pacheco and Hunt
Different
healthy.
Story. Yeah. I'll give you that.
Last year, no. But this year, we've got the remedy for that.
Well, we also have Steele.
Who is also
he'd
be the perfect fourth quarter who hasn't played at all. Bring him in, he will just be a pure battering ram.
Yes.
It'll be zone reads in the middle from A, B gap, and just over and over and over again. 2 hands. I literally just want you to go in and hit people. There's going to be a seam. Run through it as hard as you can and hit people.
Yeah.
And that'll open that up real fucking quick.
I would love to see in the next couple weeks, and I don't think we will necessarily. I would love to see Andy open up the playbook just a little bit because I'm tired of him. I'm tired of seeing the same 8 plays. I feel like every week I see 8 plays.
You do.
And they're run out of the same. They run 8 plays out of 4 formations.
Yeah.
And that's it. There's 12 plays. That's literally what that boils down to. Is like 12 plays.
But the best part is, you are 11-1.
I know.
Off running the same 12 plays.
No, I know.
With
I'm not
injury after injury after injury. And you're like,
this is what annoys me though.
It's so frustrating as a fan.
I watch football because I want to be entertained. I don't like the close games.
Entertaining.
I do not like the close games. I want to see Kansas City blow somebody out by 21. I know under Andy Reid.
Do it.
He refuses to do that because he throttles back and he's like, I don't want you guys hurt. I don't want bad things to happen. Play the game. If we get to the point, Pat, this is why we have you here.
The only way we get a blowout the rest of this year,
the defense fucking does it,
or Pat has to score 14 plus in the first quarter.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But he hasn't started hot all year.
Oh no, God, he started off sluggish.
And it's because the scripted plays are again.
I love what does Andy do? The first 15 or 16 plays are scripted, something like that. And I love the fact that he does that because you know what you're going to get the first 15 plays. However,
and it gives him everything he needs to know for the rest of the game.
However, if you do not score and you get shut down in the first fucking 3 to 6 plays,
sucks.
It's fucking trash because then they come out and they run the same shit and then it's a punt. And then they run the same shit and then all of a sudden you can tell because you're like, oh, they're 4 wide. Wait, oh, he's off script. Okay, we're good. Okay, I can start watching. We're good. He's off script. All right, we're okay. We're okay now.
And this is a theory this is not mine. I'm going to give credit where it's due. Nick Wright coined last year, and I was kind of like, I was a little skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
But this year he has the same theory, and I'm like, it makes sense, especially with what you just said. They're in the same 12 plays. It looks like they are practicing each week. What if we do this? How does that work out?
Yes.
Oh, Pat threw a pick. That didn't work. Okay.
Yes.
What if we change it and we do
Yes.
this? Oh,
Yeah.
wait. That kind of worked, but
Yeah.
that was double coverage and Pat could have thrown a pick. Let's not do that. It really feels like they are just working on shit every goddamn week.
The game
In live games.
I would say the games that they are playing, I feel like for at least a quarter, maybe two, it's practice.
Let's work some shit out. It really is. Did that stick? No. Let's try something else.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Change the Z to the Y, put him in here, run him to the outside instead of the inside. Okay.
That works.
That worked.
And
now
then-
we got 17 yards out of that.
And then Andy's like, I got 4 plays off of that fucking formation and that route. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
I swear to God. And instead, the national media's like, the Chiefs suck.
They're bland.
terrible.
They're not doing what they're
gonna
supposed to.
do anything.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, because they're fucking running practice. You were watching live practice for 2 quarters every week at an NFL game.
Yeah.
Which,
No, it's
if
legit.
that is true, is insane to think of how good the
Bro.
fucking Chiefs are. If you're practicing for half the game against NFL talent and then turning it on when you have to in the second half, dude, that's almost like, that's not almost, that is extremely disrespectful to your opponent. And it's like, we can do it because we're that much better than you.
Well, it's like
Oh
it's like
my God.
it's like you're like it's like when you get up in basketball
What?
and it's like, hey, throw the walk-ins in for like 5 minutes. Oh shit, they came back. They're within 10. All right, bring the starters back in. All right, we're back up 20. Bring them back
Bring
in.
it back. Bring it back. And you got the senior who's never started,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like, oh, you got a 3 point. Oh, you got a dunk. Yeah.
Hey, Matt, you're in. What? You're in. I was picking up towels. Yeah, get in. Come on. Come on.
We got to play for you.
We gotta play for it. Time out. Time out. We're gonna run. Hey, it's your playtime. And everybody's like, oh, it's game time. Let's get Matt the ball. Let's go.
It's insane. If that is,
If that's
it
legit.
it kind of looks like it.
If that's legit, that's fucking gangster.
Dude.
I don't care who you are. That's fucking gangster.
That's next
You're right,
level
it's
of shit. That
disrespectful.
is like, but then again, you think about it, they do the disrespectful shit all the time. Snow Globe was the greatest example. We were live to
We were
watch
live.
fucking
'Cause
Snow
we're
Globe.
like,
Like,
What the fuck just happened? Which that play should not have been called back for an illegal procedure either. That was amazing.
what just happened?
Wait, what the hell was that? And they did it to the Raiders. That's the best part. They're like, hey, Las Vegas, suck my dick. Because they're like, oh, there was a penalty on there. Like, but it still worked. It doesn't matter if there's a penalty. It still worked. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, good. So that is why I'm not depressed. That is why I'm not down.
Bro, we're 11-1. Even if we don't get home field advantage to where we do have to go to Buffalo in January, who gives a shit?
You're still going to get 2 home games.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get
yeah.
one. Oh, yeah, we will get 2.
Because you have to play the
Yeah.
wild card
Yep.
because
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
yeah.
a number 1 seed, and then you win the division.
But even then, it doesn't matter. We proved it last year. We got the home game.
we can
and then
go
we're on the
anywhere.
road. We can go.
We
anywhere
went to
and
fucking
win.
Baltimore against the
The-
best team.
the
blah, blah,
NFL
blah.
MVP.
Yeah, whatever. How's that going? Everybody
Fuck
told me that
off.
Lamar Jackson was amazing. And he's got 5 fucking losses this year.
Pat had 6 last year too, though.
Yeah,
I'm just
but he
throwing
won the
that out
fucking
there.
Super Bowl with it.
You're right.
He
You're right.
also had the worst defense in the league in 2019. What did he do with that? He won the fucking Super Bowl. So don't tell me about how he's got a bad
Wait,
defense.
he won the Super Bowl that year?
And got an MVP.
What? No way. No way.
So all this bullshit, I want to hear it. I don't want to hear about how bad his defense is. Yeah,
Oh,
we've had
let's-
that too.
Hold up. By the way, I didn't realize this. You know, other than Buffalo, there is not a single fucking team in the AFC East that's a winning fucking team.
Oh yeah. That
So
AFC East has been
Buffalo's
trashed
shit
for
is
years.
inflated anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck them. I'm
Yeah.
not worried about them.
Here's the thing. Right now, the AFC West, who everybody talked shit on and said it was down,
We're gonna get
has
3
three
teams in.
fucking teams in the playoffs.
We're gonna get 3 teams in.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so
And Pat's 2-0 against one of them already.
I know. Buffalo 10-2. Pittsburgh 9-3. Buffalo's 8-5. Those are going to be your 2 out of the AFC North. Houston is 8-5. Indy's not going to make the playoffs.
Nope.
and then Kansas City, Chargers, and Broncos out of the AFC. That's the playoffs for the AFC.
Yeah.
That's literally the playoffs.
We get to play a playoff team twice a year and beat them both fucking times, and it's like, yeah, but the Chiefs aren't that good.
This year. We got 2 of them this year.
Chiefs aren't that good.
No. Well, yeah. Duh.
So that's 4. Technically, that'd be 4 games against playoff teams right there in your division.
And we're about to play 2 more playoff teams with
Texans
Houston
and the
and
Steelers.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Denver at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Which
we're going to lose that game.
Yeah, I know.
We're not going to be starting. We're not going to play starters, so it's a
the
loss.
only way that I think our guys actually play in that game is if we have to win for home field.
I still don't think we'll do it. I really don't.
I don't know.
I think
Is that
after
game
last
here or
year,
there?
it is there because we had the blocked field goal here in the first one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
So it's going to be one of those situations where I don't expect us to win, and I don't think they fucking care. I really don't. Because that'll be their bye when they set all the starters to be ready for the next week.
I think, honestly, if we win today and we wrap up the division today, which if we win today, we wrap up the division. I think over the next probably 4 games, because we'll have 4 games left, right?
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of rest happening.
There's a lot of load management.
I don't think that they're going to care, which is like Hardman's the start of it. I don't think they're going to care if they do have home field advantage because, like last year proved, that Pat doesn't need home field.
And they'll rest.
Yeah.
Get the rest they need now to be ready to fucking roll.
You're going to see a lot of Steele. You're going to see a lot of P. Ryan. They're going to hold Hill back just a little bit because he has been a load, which kudos to them for letting him come back.
Oh, yeah.
Pacheco's going to get just game time runs like he did last week.
Yeah, just reps.
Because
like,
he ran the ball like,
carries.
5, 6 times?
I think he had 7.
7? Okay, even better.
7 last time. And then it'll increase.
And he looked good.
You'll probably see 10 or 11 this time. And then next time 15. And then that'll be it. They'll cap him at 15 carries.
That way for the opening round games, that dude is fresh. Because I seriously think we have a 4-headed monster now that any one of those 4 backs that can come in, they each have their own specialty.
Oh.
Steele, straight ahead, don't do anything else.
He's a battering ram.
Yeah, he's the guy.
100%. Yep. He is the...
P. Ryan's the wild card because he can catch balls out of backfield like nobody's business. But
so can Kareem.
Well, that's those 2 are your 2 interior guys where you're like, fuck, we can't play that as a run. Because those guys can split out wide and catch in the field and catch in the flat.
Yep.
And then you got Pacheco, who's a 90-10 guy that can catch out of the backfield when you need him to, but he's the other guy that's like,
I'll run you the fuck over.
Me and Steele are the same, but Steele is more of a 100% run guy, whereas Pacheco's a 90-10 guy.
Yeah,
maybe
he's getting
80-20.
better. He's getting better. Like Kareem Hunt has damn near perfected it, and so has P. Ryan.
Yeah.
Like, as pass catchers,
dude,
they're fantastic.
P. Ryan is one of the most underrated players on the offense that we have.
This offseason signing of him, I was happy about.
Yeah,
and
so
most
was
people
I.
are like, he's not going to play. I'm like,
yeah, he is.
Until it counts.
He's
is
going to be the third down
guys
back.
on the third down where you're like, gotta have it. Guess what? There's a 12-yard fucking dump off.
Did we not see it in 2019 with Williams and who's the other kid? I cannot think of what his name is off the top of my head, but he was the one that won the game for us, basically.
We had Damian Williams, we had Darrell Williams, and we had...
Who was the other guy? It was number 1. Because we brought him back.
Not McNamara. McKinnon.
Yes. Jerick McKinnon. McKinnon. Prime example of those. He
was the prototypical third down back.
Yes.
And P. Ryan has more size and just as good as hands as fucking McKinnon did.
Absolutely. And I love McKinnon.
Dude.
I
did too.
McKinnon was the addition for that year that we needed to win that Super Bowl.
Dude, when McKinnon was back with the Vikings, I honestly thought he was going to be huge. And then they relegated him to the third down role. I'm like, all right, well, that'll be his role. But he's so much better than that. He's explosive.
Yep.
He just didn't have the frame. P. Ryan has the frame.
Yeah.
That dude will take some hits.
Oh.
And he'll deliver the fucking hit, too.
That dude can truck people. He just doesn't do it. Like, he
that
doesn't
is
need
his
to.
career.
Yeah, he doesn't need to.
Like, play a couple more years.
Like, hey, coach, I'm going to avoid this. If you really want this to happen, get your white boy over there with the long hair.
Yeah.
Get Crocodile Hunter over there to come in the game.
Cause fucking Dundee in this motherfucker.
He's in year 1. I'm in year 10. And Reed's like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's like, I got you.
Yeah, you're right.
I got you.
You're right.
No worries.
Player?
Question.
I got you.
we haven't talked about this at all. There's been rumors that EB has been let go from UCLA, that he may come back.
He was let go.
Do you think he should come back? Maybe not obviously he's not going to be the offensive coordinator. We've already got Nagy, but you can bring him back in a consulting role.
Well, that I think is part of our problem this year.
You think Nagy is not great?
I don't know that Nagy, because we saw EB for what, 4 years? And in those 4 years, Pat and the offense was the most dynamic. They were almost as good at, hang on, hear me out.
Caveats, though.
Well, I get that, but at the same time, there was a lot of stuff that they were allowed to do. I don't know that Nagy is necessarily the right person for the offensive coordinator spot. I think he is a quarterback's coach, hands down. That's what he was before he left for Chicago.
He's really good at that, too.
He is very good at that. He is hands down. That's why his kid did really good down south.
Mitch Trubisky to back-to-back fucking play.
Exactly.
And where's Mitch at now?
Nowhere.
He's on Pittsburgh. He's on their roster.
Oh, yeah, he is. He's their third string.
Yeah. But I had to think about it for a minute. I was like, where the fuck is Mitch Trubisky?
But I don't think Nagy is an effective offensive coordinator because he doesn't have the mind for everything else. He knows what his quarterbacks can do. That's why Pat developed as well as he did.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think he's the answer at offensive coordinator. And I actually think that Reed could use EB back as the offensive co-coordinator, whatever you want to call it. And those two run the plays because, yes, we used to like to talk shit about EB, and you could always tell when he was calling plays, but his plays worked.
Here's the thing.
To a point.
I'm with you. I am pro EB, even though we talk shit. I take it from a different vantage point, though. What I want out of him that we don't have right now is
discipline.
I'm going to put my foot in your ass.
Yes.
And EB, EB's the only one I've ever seen. Because he's like, yeah, I know you're Patrick Mahomes. I know you're the greatest. I'm going to fucking come at you.
Yeah.
I'll fight you. I will fight you on the motherfucking sideline, bitch. Don't talk to me. I'm EB.
No, I'm
like...
Kansas City, their offense, since Nagy has been back, has lacked discipline. And Pat is one of the first people that points it out. Like you said, when Pat threw the ball where the left tackle was supposed to be during that penalty, that right there shows a lack of, not on Pat's part. It was a lack of
pure frustration, and it was.
But still,
your left tackle deserved it. Like
absolutely,
I wouldn't have been mad if he'd have pulled a Brady at that point and would have been grabbed him by the face mask. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, God damn it!"
But it's
but
the
he
discipline,
didn't, and it was.
But it's the discipline.
Had EB been here,
oh shit!
I think we had to change at left tackle well before now.
I think if EB's here, we don't even have the tackles that we have now.
Probably not.
I really don't,
because
he was a running back. He knows what you need for an offensive line. Like I said, Nagy's a quarterback guy. That is he is a guru.
Dude,
bread and butter. There's a few people. There's a few people in the league that can develop quarterbacks as well as he did. Kingsbury's one of them,
and Nagy are my top three. Yes. Those are my top three in the league right now. Like no questions asked. Absolutely. Like I will take those guys over anybody to develop a quarterback.
But I don't think he it worries me to a point that if we three-peat, and I don't think it's going to happen, but it's always in the back of my head. It's one of those what-if things. Reed gets a three-peat. He's the only coach to ever do it. Does he retire? Who takes over? Nagy is the person that's been brought in for that, and I don't like that.
I don't know if Nagy's
because I don't think Nagy Nagy was the offensive coordinator with Chicago. That team floundered. For a few reasons.
He went head coach, too. He was head coach.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Chicago, he tried to do what Andy Reid did.
He did the play call, head coach. And
it doesn't work.
But they also didn't have the organization for it. They didn't give him a good quarterback. Well, they didn't have a lot of what. Mitch Trubisky is not a good quarterback, bro. They stuck him with that and were like, go win with this guy.
No.
He wasn't there when they drafted him. He came in.
Well, this is the problem. This is the problem with them. They drafted Trubisky, fired the coach. He came in not as his guy. They get Nagy. Nagy drafts Fields, gets fired, goes to Eberflus. That's the pattern with them. We've never really seen what Nagy can do with a quarterback, except for Trubisky going to the playoffs twice.
Which is insane because we both agree Trubisky is not a good quarterback.
But Chicago went to the playoffs because of defense, not because of Trubisky.
But their offense was serviceable.
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah,
that guy.
Yeah.
Like they weren't like
which makes you
they
wonder.
weren't like fucking Pittsburgh,
Which makes
where
you
they're
wonder.
struggling to get 17 points.
Right.
They put up 20-something average.
Which makes you wonder. And I'm not saying Fields is the answer to anything. I'm not. But Fields was an okay actual quarterback.
I like Justin Fields. I'm biased.
No. I like him too. Like I think Pittsburgh is the best place for him at this point in time because he'll be starting next year for them.
And he can learn some things from
Absolutely.
Russell Wilson.
If Nagy had spent time with him and that was his quarterback from the very beginning, like when the Chiefs drafted Pat,
He'd be way better right now. He'd be way better right now. Yeah, and I haven't given up hope. Like I know
I
I'm
think-
one of the few. I got him on my
Fields,
fantasy team.
like
stashed
I
away.
think
I'm like,
Fields
still has life in him.
Fields has a lot of life in him.
Mm-hmm.
And you know me, I am very biased against Ohio State quarterbacks.
We
I
shit on
fucking
them all the time.
hate them, but I actually think Fields got a raw deal in Chicago, and him going to the Steelers is the best thing because we don't ever talk about this, but we're going to right now. Mike Tomlinson is one of, hands down, the best coaches to ever coach the game.
He
We
should have,
don't
like,
talk about this
5
enough.
Coach of the Year awards in a row.
18 years. 18 fucking years. Has not had a losing season.
Not
18
only
years.
that's impressive enough, but the personalities he has managed from AB, who we found out was a fucking psycho when he was gone. He was just psychotic.
Santonio Holmes, head case. Brown.
Deontay Johnson. Now
Deontay
we're finding
Johnson,
out.
head
Kenny,
case.
he's got benched this week.
Head case.
Fucking crazy.
Juju Smith-Schuster, not a head case, but a big personality.
But a big issue. We'll call him an issue in the locker room.
Alex,
He had all of them at the same time managed.
I'll take the rapist for 500. That is the therapist. Ben Roethlisberger, Jesus fucking Christ.
The whole period he's been there, he has had problem child after problem child. Not only does he have them get along, motherfucker doesn't lose. I don't understand how he is not considered one of the top 3 best coaches in the NFL right now.
He doesn't, and maybe it's because we're in the Midwest and not in the Northeast, but he does not get the fanfare that I believe he deserves.
He's better than McVay.
He's way better than McVay. And McVay gets all the love in the fucking world.
Love him. Shanahan. People fucking cream over Shanahan.
Fucking hate Shanahan.
He's way better than fucking
Yeah.
Shanahan. Shanahan has a system he got from his dad, which is great. Whatever.
But
Mike Tomlin is better.
what happens in Shanahan's system every 3 years? Figure out the quarterback, and then they suck.
But the fun thing is, you can plug in any running back at, NFL caliber running back, and they will be 100
except
yard
somebody that doesn't fucking get hurt every 5 seconds. CMC, I'm talking about you fucking
Yeah, but
little
even
bitch.
before that, like everybody he's put in
Mostert,
before
yeah.
that, they've all
Yeah.
been fucking stellar. It's the system.
But
he's got a system that's great for running backs.
Tomlinson has only, what did he win, 2 Super Bowls? I think he's got 2 Super Bowl wins, right?
And that was with Ben Roethlisberger, who were both like, was good, is
Yeah.
not on the Mount Rushmore.
No.
It's not like he was in the conversation
Well,
for greatest.
Part of the problem with that is he was stuck behind 2 other possibly Mount Rushmore quarterbacks. One, yes, and the other one would have been had he not been in the same era as what Tom Brady was, and that's Peyton Manning, because it was those 3 in the AFC.
Yeah.
It was the reverse of the 80s and the 90s. I'm not saying Roethlisberger was like he was basically the Dan Marino of the Montana and or not Montana, Elway and Kelly
Honestly,
era.
I don't even put him in that level. Like, I think that was better. I think he's more of a, for lack of a better term,
He won 2 Super
he's
Bowls,
more
though.
of a Cam Newton. Like,
But he
I'm
won,
a big body.
He won 2 Super Bowls though.
But he's a big body guy. He wasn't an elite arm talent. He was strong, but it's not like he had the accuracy of a better quarterback like a Marino. He just was a big body guy
I'm not
that
comparing.
fit the
Okay,
tough
sorry.
mentality.
I'm not
of
comparing them.
Pittsburgh.
I'm not comparing their stats. I'm comparing the level of talent and the things that they did, because Ben Roethlisberger has always been overshadowed by Brady and Manning.
As he should have. I mean,
Not
they
saying
were
that he wasn't.
way better.
But like if you look at the 80s and the 90s when Elway, Kelly, and Marino, Elway and Kelly always overshadowed Marino because they took their teams to Super Bowls. They were the bigger talents, if you want to call them that way. And Marino was a better fucking thrower than all of them, stat wise.
Like, just
But he never won a Super Bowl.
mechanics-wise,
yeah,
physics-wise,
he
like,
was a better quarterback.
it was pretty. Like,
Yeah.
he could have done anything, and it was like, wow, that looked great.
but his team never won the big game, so
Yeah,
it was
'cause
like
they
that's
suck.
what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Is those three dominated the 2000s and 10s. And I mean, it's just like now in the AFC, we have Pat, Allen, and Burrows. Those are the three talents.
They outshadow
Yes,
everyone.
absolutely.
Even though Lamar Jackson is phenomenal. I got to tell everybody, I know it sounds like I shit on him. I'm not.
he's
I'm a huge fan. I love watching him play the game.
He's the Michael Vick of the AFC from when he was there.
It's so much fucking fun to watch.
Yeah.
But it's not who I want
Right.
come crunch time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Like, if it's an exhibition,
We've seen it many
Sure.
times. I mean, granted, Baltimore probably should have beat the Chiefs, but stranger shit's happened.
Mm-hmm.
He did lead them down the field, but Likely's big ass foot comes down out of bounds. No matter what anybody else says, this is where you wear white shoes.
not only that, they had to get the 2-point conversion after that. It's
That's
not
true.
like it was. It's
That's
not like
true.
that won the game.
That's true.
There was another play after that you had to make. So if you didn't make play 1, why are we assuming you're going to make play 2?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any
No,
sense.
no, I know, but like, I mean, just that's that whole thing. So, but Tomlinson deserves to be in more conversations about that than what he is.
Oh, he to me,
And maybe that's
no doubt
because-
Hall of Fame head coach.
Oh, he's first ballot.
He should be.
And maybe that's because he has because he's what, 50s?
yeah, I don't
maybe
think he's 60 yet. I
don't
don't
think
think
he
Mike
is
Tomlin
either.
is 60. I think he's
Because
like in his mid-50s.
he started his coaching career, I think, in his
doubt.
early 40s, like maybe late 30s, because he was one of the youngest people when he took over for what's his face.
52. He was born in 72.
That's even better.
He's only 52 years
He's
old.
got 20 more years.
Easy, he can coach.
20 years.
Easy, he can coach 20 more years. We've seen it. Belichick's older. Andy's older.
Yeah.
Like, Pete Carroll was old. Like,
Yeah.
you can coach into your early 70s.
Oh yeah,
late
absolutely.
70s. Easy.
He's got 20. So even if he doesn't like,
Dude's fucking good.
even if he somehow is like, hey man, I can't do the Steelers anymore, he would be like, I would trade draft picks for him.
I wouldn't.
I would.
Because to me, he's Marty Schottenheimer 2.0, who was an amazing coach, and just that style isn't what you needed in today's NFL. I'm not trading
That's
for him.
That's a good analogy. I'll
I'd
give you
rather
that.
have a Kevin O'Connell of the Vikings. I think that's more what the Chiefs need when you have Patrick Mahomes.
Well, I'm not talking about the Chiefs. I'm just talking about any organization.
Oh, any other organization?
any
Absolutely,
other-
I jump
any
at the
other-
chance.
Any other? No, I'm not
But
talking about Kansas
I'm just
City.
worried about. Well, I got a couple more years with Andy
No, that's
Reid.
true.
We're gonna have to find
If-
somebody else for
if
the
we-
end of Pat's career.
I think if we bring another coach in here, we need somebody like McVay or even a LaFleur out of Green Bay.
Oh yeah.
Somebody like that who is more offensive like, I'm not even gonna lie, I know he wouldn't be a good head coach, but Kellen Moore
Oh yeah.
would be one of those people that has a brilliant offensive mind.
I'd take him as a coordinator.
Bro, if we could get
I'd
Kellen
OC
Moore
all
here,
day, all day long. You kidding me,
look what he's doing in San Diego.
dude? I would not fucking bat an eye about that.
We're
Honestly,
gonna see him tonight. We're gonna see him coaching tonight.
my dream would be to get Sean McVay
Oh,
after Andy Reid.
Absolutely.
If we got that, I'd be like, well,
we're getting 4
the
more.
Super Bowl record
Yep.
is now broken
We're
because
getting 4
it's
more.
over.
Pat's getting 4 more. Yeah. So,
Sorry, Tom, you're done.
you got your own mountain over there. Ours is the fucking tallest in the world. Get out of here.
Oh, so good.
Well, that's like I can't remember what I was talking to, but I was like, everybody's like, you have to realize that Tom Brady, even because we're gonna get there, we're gonna get to that point where Kansas City does start losing in the playoffs, and they do start that thing. There was a 10-year stretch.
he didn't go to the playoffs. Or
He went to the
didn't go
playoffs.
Super Bowl.
He didn't go to the Super Bowl
Yeah.
for 10 fucking years, and he still won 7, and he went to 9.
I highly
What's
doubt
a 9?
there's a stretch of more
Oh, I
than
don't think
5 years.
I would say
Pat doesn't go to the
Oh
Super
no!
Bowl
I don't think there's going to be 10, but I think there could be a stretch of 3 or 4
where he doesn't.
where
make
he
it.
does it. Yeah.
But it ain't gonna hit 5.
No.
I'm telling you right now, he is too good.
No.
And if you have a offensive head coach,
Lights out. Game time.
game over.
I do worry though about when Spags goes, where our defense goes, because
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't seen a defensive coordinator like him in a long time.
He's the only one that fucking gave Brady fits.
Yeah.
Like those Giants teams that beat
Yeah.
him, that was Spags.
Yeah.
Spags was like,
I got
fuck
you.
you. I don't give a fuck if you're Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Look what I got. I got fucking Michael Strahan over here. I'm gonna have him eat your shit.
Well, and Brady got him back though. Brady did finally get him back,
Finally,
but
yeah.
but that wasn't on Brady.
No.
That was on the
That was the
offensive
lack of an
line.
offensive line that wasn't there.
3 out of the 5 people were fucking injured. So I don't.
4 of the 5. We
Or
had
yeah, 4 of the 5. That's right.
backups in.
Yeah, we had Humphreys was the only one.
We had backups at each
Creed.
tackle spot.
Yep.
We had
And both of our tackles
center
were
was
fucked
it,
up.
and then both tackles, both guards, not starters.
And 4 drop passes that hit people in the chest and the face.
I will never forget him hitting fucking.
It was
It was
Tyreek
Damian.
Hill.
No, it was Damian Williams. I think it was 31. I think it was Damian Williams. But here's what I haven't harped on in the past. It does look like that was tipped by a defender slightly,
It was
but
touched.
it still hit you in the face, bro. Like, what did it do? Fuck up your vision? No, because it hit you right here. You should have seen it the whole fucking way in. Like, clearly you should have caught that ball. I think the shock that he had got it off and it was coming at him was
He wasn't
too much.
expecting it to
He was
be
like,
there.
What?
Yeah. Either that or he didn't see it.
This is the greatest incompletion I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It will ever be.
He was stuck watching it.
We
That's
all
what
were.
happened. Is
We
he
were all
got
like,
stuck watching it. Yeah.
eyes got huge.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
He got
God
stuck
damn.
watching it.
So good.
All right. Well, we're 2 hours in. I didn't think we were gonna go this long.
I knew we were.
Well, it's
When we
not
have
3
a-
though.
When we have a break.
That's true. It's not 3 because
Yeah.
the last episode was 3 hours long.
Crazy. We had football to watch today.
We do. I can't wait till next week's episode though.
Ah.
It's episode 69.
It's gonna be fun.
It's almost as good as episode 80 will be.
I'm gonna have to do something special for episode 69. We'll come up with something.
We'll figure it out. We got a week.
Alright.
So
Cool.
thank you guys. If you made it this far, make sure you like, share, subscribe, do all the business. Go check out the Union. The Union. What is that?
Oh, Union Horse.
Union Horse. That's it.
Union Horse Distillery in Lenexa, Kansas. Give it a fucking go.
All right, guys. Love you. Thank you. Watching the show.
Bye.
Peace.